Shit. Oh, what's up, dudes?
Hi. My goodness, I'm fucking freezing. It's just cold all around, dude, as fuck. I think it's partly because I have to stick that fucking Ethernet cable out the window, and it's like slightly, not 100% good. What's going on, guys? Here we go. Whew. And because it's so cold, I got a heating pad. Okay. Well. Yo, Taken, what's up, man? Just need this here. Use it. I just need it here. 3, 4. Peace. Her and my hair ties everywhere. And give me a second. Okay. Ashley, what's good? How are you? Oh my god. My hands. Oh. I literally have a heating pad for my hands. Because they're that motherfucking cold, dog. Holy shit. Alright. I'll check the list here in a second. Luckily, I don't have to go outside for the rest of the day. Or I don't have to go back outside. I ran out of shit to smoke. Save myself that. Yeah, it's a soldier's dream, period. In a cold environment, because you never know where. You never know where you're gonna go, where you're gonna end up. I didn't dry my hair properly, now it's all in a fucked up way. When I took a shower, just set it back and let it dry. Oh. Okay. My hands will get warm here in a second. I can't even feel my fingers touching my fucking computer. It's gonna be a long winter for me. Let's clean the glasses. I hope y'all put requests in there because Katai put some stuff in there. We've already done number 1 and number 2, but we haven't done 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that's good. We got some shit to do. Oh my god. I need to start doing this before we start. Bro, I really don't know how people just like, they go like weeks without cleaning their glasses. How? I can't. That shit is so irritating. A little disappointed in Asmongold. He made some spicy comments about Palestine. Didn't apologize to the woke mob. Well, I'd have to see the context on that. I'll be right back. Oh, dude, I just can't believe that he's still involved talking about Palestine. I don't talk about Palestine because I can give a rat's ass about Palestine. But, ugh. Rough, I suppose. All right, what are we starting with? We got Chiseled Adonis, Sunny V2, some unsubscribed clips, and a Try Not to Laugh. I kind of want to leave that Try Not to Laugh for last because I don't think Katai's here. I don't know if I want to watch the apology video. I'm down. I'm good on that. But just like tell me what he said in general that was so bad, right? What did he say that was so awful? Again, I can't believe he's still entertaining that conversation about Palestine. I give a rat's ass. And on the bright side, we don't have to fucking hear about goddamn Ukraine anymore. Huzzah. Alright, we'll do some Chiseled Adonis first. Wait, this is a Try Not to Laugh too? Christian even here? You know what? We'll save that one. We'll do Sunny V2 first. Hope that. Oh. All right. Is this on high, bro? I need this shit on high. Yeah. Alright. Sunny V2. I think I saw this across my feed earlier today, this morning. Nope. Yeah. Okay. Sorry if I'm taking so long. Sorry. He went on Joe Rogan, then killed someone. Is that what it is? Yeah, then killed someone 38 days later. What do you mean? I thought that everyone that went on this is how I had it in my head. I thought that everyone that went on Joe Rogan had something to lose, had something to lose. Right? Scientists have gone on Joe Rogan. Politicians have gone on Joe Rogan. Athletes, actors, celebrities. People with something to lose. Are we just letting in anybody, or was this guy actually somebody of note and just snapped? I don't know. What's the vetting process for interviewing going on Joe Rogan? I'm assuming they don't just like be fucking interviewing anyone, right? I don't know who this person is. Maybe he was someone noteworthy and I just don't know who they are.
On the 1st of February.
Basically that he didn't give a shit about what's going on over there. Yeah. Right. Yes, that's okay. That's it. I don't give a shit about what's going on over there. Why should I? I don't give a fuck what's going on between those two countries. I don't care what's going on between Russia and fucking Ukraine. Gives a shit. What is caring going to do? Really, truly, really. If you're not like actually physically over there helping and in the mix, what is caring about it actually going to do? Nothing. Because caring has never done fuck all. Ever in the history of time. It hasn't done anything. Sure, it means something if you're all about fucking emotions and feelings and shit, but when you're talking about two warring countries, I don't think that just caring is going to make any kind of significant difference in anyone's lives, really. It's two warring countries. They'll get through it when they get through it, and if they fight forever, they fight forever. We were at war with Afghanistan for 20 fucking years. No one bitched, no one complained, except for us anyways. But stop. No one cared that we were at war with Afghanistan except for our allies. Other countries didn't give a shit. They're like, oh, look at them, wasting their time. That's hilarious. So, like, whatever. That's what happens when you have an audience that big. You're also going to have an audience full of soft little motherfuckers that are just watching you, hoping that you slip up, trip up, or so they can try to convert you into their silly beliefs. Ugh. No one cares, man. No one cares about Palestine. No one cares about fucking Hamas. No one cares about Israel. No one cares about any of that shit. The only people that care are their people. That's it. And that's good. They should care. It's their problem. But like I said, it's their problem. Like, if my next door neighbor is having a spat with his wife, I'm not going to inject myself into the situation and be like, man, I really feel for them. I care for them so much. I really hope they weather this storm of a relationship. I don't give a shit. If they work out, they work out. If they don't, they don't. I don't care. Not my problem. That's your house. That's your wife. That's your husband. Your problem. What is me caring gonna do about your situation? Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing. And it's not my place to intervene. Who am I to intervene? No one. Okay, exactly. We've gone too much on this. That's just man. Dude, chewing tobacco really does take a hard left turn when you have it in and you also smoke something. No matter what it is. Whether it's a cigar, a cigarette, weed. If you smoke anything with dip in, that dip just takes a Now I gotta start over. Yeah, it'd be like that. I just can't. Okay. He went on Joe Rogan, then killed someone 38 days later. Let's see who this person is, because like I said, you would think that everyone that appears on Joe Rogan has something to lose and they're going to behave accordingly, like the rest of us, right? So, I can't assume that Joe Rogan's just out here interviewing nobodies. People with the capability or the potential to go crazy. I don't know. We'll see.
2024, Sheldon Johnson appeared on The Joe Rogan Experience. 38 days later, he was arrested and charged with murder. It was episode 2096, with Joe Rogan, Sheldon Johnson, and another person named Josh Dubin. Josh had been on the podcast 6 different times before, explaining on an earlier episode that he was a lawyer who worked with wrongfully convicted felons.
We're here to get the word out about wrongful convictions.
In 3 out of 6 of Josh's appearances, he'd bring these wrongful convicts to tell their story.
He spent 3 decades in jail for murders that he didn't commit.
So when Josh brought in Sheldon Johnson, it seemed this would be another positive episode, but it quickly became apparent that Sheldon was slightly different.
I figured we'd do something a little bit different. Typically, the person sitting to my right is someone that was wrongfully convicted. Sheldon is guilty.
Sheldon had only just been released from a 25-year prison stint, but Josh had brought him on specifically as an example of someone who'd been given an unfair amount of time, believing Sheldon never deserved his 25 years in prison. Well, you can be the judge of that. Born 1975, Sheldon Johnson grew up in the Martin Luther King Jr. Towers, aka a poverty-stricken housing project in Harlem, New York City. His entire family tree had been in and out of prisons.
My father was incarcerated. He did about 15 years. I was incarcerated. My grandfather was incarcerated. My great-grandfather was a slave. And my son killed somebody when he was 12 years old.
While Sheldon was the only one in his family who had functional hearing.
My mother's deaf, my father's deaf, my sister's deaf, my aunt is deaf. I grew up in a deaf household.
Therefore, his father, a drug dealer, brought Sheldon along to help him translate deals, and by the age of 12, Sheldon had joined the exact same line of work.
I started selling drugs. Guy offered me an opportunity to be a lookout, and I would just stand there, and eventually I just slowly moved up the ranks.
I was literally getting ready to just kind of start talking shit a little bit, like, wow, man, way to prove them right. Right? Like, you get out of jail wrongfully convicted and then you go on to kill somebody. But I mean, now that I've heard this individual never had a chance from the youngest of ages. I can only imagine what it's like to grow up in a deaf household, if this is even true. To grow up in a deaf household. I don't know what kind of psychological effects that would have on a child. And then enter the father who's just taking you on drug deals from a very early age. You know, to him, he probably saw it as, so you can talk to people, so you can see, so you can hear the world, because you're not hearing shit here at home. So maybe it was a good father-son bonding thing, but kid never had a chance. He was guaranteed to be a product of his environment. Jesus Christ. It's still not an excuse to go and fucking kill people, because I mean, goddamn, bro, you literally you proved them right. You did 25 years and they let you free, and some people would be like, "Why?" This is the reason.
It turned me into this person that I was never meant to be.
As a result, he began.
But to be fair, guys, 25 years should be enough time for you to learn your lesson. Am I right? I mean, I really do hate it when I'll fucking kill someone and they get 2-3 years, maybe some probation, maybe some house arrest. This is usually the punishment if it's a female. But 25 years should be a good amount of bit for, and if I'm thinking about it, you did 25 years, you should know better now, right? Right. That's why, like me and maybe some other people, we may be inclined to give you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe. It just depends on the circumstances of your original arrest, your original crime, your conviction, how you behaved in court. But if all that looks good, 25 years, you get released. I'm willing to play ball with you. Because, again, 25 years is nothing to scoff at. That's a hefty sentence, right? And most people that have done 25 years, I'd like to assume that they got on the right track. They were like, yeah, that fucking sucked. I'm never doing that again, right? So it's just one of those things that it's Yeah.
To rack up charges.
Driving without a license, standing on the corner, little small petty drug cases.
And spent most of his teens in the Rikers Island prison, although it'd be after his release at the age of 21 that things went downhill badly. He'd commit 2 different armed robberies, receiving a sentence of 50 years in prison, which Josh argued was incredibly unfair, given only one person received minor injuries.
He got hit in the head
Bro, that's an armed robbery. That could have easily turned to murder. What do you mean that's a little harsh? Come on now.
with the gun right here on the side of his head, and he had 2 stitches, and they gave me 25 years for that case.
Did you hit him in the head?
No.
Regardless, prison is where Sheldon realized he had to turn his
Hold on.
In the head with the gun right here on the side of his head, and he had
So you pistol whipped him. That's still assault with a deadly weapon, and the fact that it is a firearm, that is a felony, my dude. Had you gone in there with literally anything else, I don't know, your hands, a beer bottle or something like that, maybe it doesn't go like that, but once you introduce a gun into the equation of robbery, it becomes armed robbery. That, man, just like, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, but the standard, basic, least amount of time I've seen someone get for armed robbery is like 5 years. That's the very least. They didn't even pull the trigger in some of those cases. They just went in there with a gun and robbed the place. I've seen like 5, 6, 7. That's like basic standard. I don't think you'll get anything less than that for armed robbery. And they gave you 25. That you're lucky. Really, I should say thank you.
had 2 stitches, and they gave me 25 years for that case.
Did you hit him in the head?
No.
Regardless, prison is where Sheldon
Oh, well then, I don't know. Man, you're an accessory. You're an accessory. It still doesn't matter. Most accessories are going to get the same time, and the only way they'll get less is if they make a plea deal and cooperate and snitch on you. That's it. But
realized he had to turn his life around.
It was at that moment I really said I have to change my life. I just can't do this.
Beginning a prison journal about hope, change, and reform. In his entry letter to my younger self, it explained just because you're surrounded by violence does not mean that violence is the way to solve your problems. Sheldon, 2 wrongs do not make a right. Violence only begets violence. Learn how to respond and not react. In a different entry, he'd state, as we know, I'm currently in prison, which I've learned does one of 2 significant things to its occupants. Brings the best out of them or the worst.
I saw individuals who were at their worst, and I saw guys who were at their best. The guys who were at their best were guys who were involved in education, post-secondary education programs.
Realizing the role model prisoners were those with an education, Sheldon spent years educating himself.
I got into school, I got my GED, and then I went on to obtain my bachelor's.
and then you throw it away 38 days after this? You got your bachelor's in prison? You got an education? And you did all these things, whereas in most Jews, they say fuck all that shit, even if they are only serving 20? And you throw it away like that? Shame. Fucking shame.
In behavioral science for Mercy. I stopped smoking weed. I stopped smoking cigarettes. I started working in the law library. I discovered that I had a knack for complicated things, case law, and I was actually helping guys get out of prison.
He'd further add to his journal, I have grown dramatically in these 14 years, when I could have easily withered away. I've learned that I love Shakespeare, that I love acting, that I love writing, that I enjoy reading philosophy, that I love reading criminal law, that I love writing legalese. Sheldon had changed his life to such an extent, BuzzFeed advocated for his release back in 2016. He became a model inmate, said David Roth, a prison social worker. His days were so full that he went to bed exhausted and fell asleep immediately. As a result of his good behavior, Sheldon was released after 25 years of his 50-year sentence, appearing on a podcast called Success.
Oh, he did get 50 years, but he only served 25. I thought they just gave him 25 and he served 25 and got out on parole. No, they gave him 50 and his behavior was so good that he got out literally in half the time. Sounds good. And then you go on to throw it away completely. That's wild. That's absolutely crazy.
after lockdown, on which it implied that he'd never go back to prison.
I'm reflecting, I'm saying to myself, like, yo, I can't spend the next 50 years like this.
When he'd appear on Joe Rogan 1 month later, Sheldon again implied that he wouldn't go back to jail.
Individuals who have been shown to acquire associate's degrees and bachelor's degrees are like 92% less likely to return back to prison.
With Josh using Sheldon as an example, that change was always.
And then in less than a month, almost less than a month, you transition over to that 7%.
Possible.
How do you make change happen? He's living it and making it happen. Look at this beautiful mind and how he articulates himself.
He began working for the Queen's Defenders, helping troubled youth,
I'm trying to catch these kids before they fall, and I want to show them the way.
and even began to consider more formal education,
Sheldon asked me, should I go to law school before we came here?
in the process expressing his disbelief that he'd turned his life around.
I just came from the bowels of hell. 25 years in prison, and now I'm in the sky above the clouds in the heavens, headed to a destination to talk about change and to talk about all of the things that brought me to this place today.
Joe Rogan even posted a clip titled, "Sentenced to 50 years, Sheldon Johnson decided to turn his life around." However, Sheldon would make one final important claim.
But this is how fast your life can change from just one simple mistake.
Oh shit. Sorry.
This became reality only 38 days later.
He claimed that he had turned his life around after spending most of his adult life in prison. In fact, last year, he started working for the Queen's Public Defender's Office. Well, now he is accused of killing a man and then dismembering his body.
Sheldon was childhood friends with a man named Colin Small, with whom he'd also spent over 10 years in prison. Therefore, upon Sheldon's release, Small was helping Johnson get back on his feet. However, at some point, their friendship took a turn. On the 6th of March 2024, police received a call from a tenant who lived
I'm assuming he tried to hide it. I'm assuming he acted in the moment. He acted in the moment. I guess he couldn't control himself. I don't know fucking how. Could have just left. And then once he realized what he did, the next logical conclusion would be to try to hide the body. So yeah, dismember it, I guess. I mean, I guess homie thought he was Dexter. I suppose.
in New York, claiming to have heard 2 gunshots from Colin Small's apartment, as well as a voice begging, "Please don't, I have a family." Police drove over to the flat and knocked on the door, only to find Sheldon Johnson inside, who claimed that Colin Small had apparently gone upstate. Well, police searched the apartment and found half of Colin Small's body, finding the other half back at Sheldon's apartment, in addition to concrete and a Tyvek suit. CCTV outside Colin's apartment showed Sheldon Johnson entering and exiting, trying to conceal his identity with a range of different disguises. In one of these stills, he's seen wearing the exact same jacket as he was in a photo he took for the Queen's Defenders. Sheldon was therefore arrested and charged with Colin's murder, screaming "I'm innocent" as he was placed into the cop car. Sheldon maintained this innocence all the way to court.
Yesterday, Sheldon Johnson pleaded not guilty to the charges. He had quite a few supporters inside the courtroom.
As the comments on his episode changed overnight. Imagine being locked up for being wronged by the system for over 25 years, only to prove that the system was right. Amazing. The judge who gave him 50 years must feel pretty smart right now. "I really believed I was gonna die in prison." Well, you're not wrong, buddy. Sheldon's own father stated, "I'm surprised my son was arrested.
What do you
I
mean?
was shocked. He learned and studied in prison for 26 years. He is a good man. He was doing work in a law office. There were no problems, but I doubt nobody was as shocked as Josh Dubin." He ended Sheldon Johnson's episode stating,
I'm very thoughtful and
What do you think that guy that he killed? What do you think was the last thing he said? Because the only thing I can think of in this situation and in this scenario as to why something would bring another person to kill you when they have so much going for them is blackmail. That's the only thing I can think of. You did 25 in prison, you got out, you changed your life around, you got a bachelor's, you got a college education, you're on the rise, you're meeting new people, you're gaining new connections. The sky really is kind of the limit for you, and then you do this. The only thing I can think of is blackmail. This man was trying to blackmail you some way, somehow, and this is the only way you knew how to deal with that. And if that is the case, what was the alternative? What information would have come out if that is the case? I'm just theorizing here at the end of the day, but I wonder what that guy said to him. Because like, just to throw everything away like that, it would have to be in protection of something. It's just like so stupid of a decision. And such a stupid thing to do given your newfound life and circumstances. It would have to be that you were trying to protect that new life and new shit that you acquired, and this guy was what, maybe on the verge of ruining that for you. That's the only thing I see. That's the only thing I can cut. And the alternative is just that he's the world's biggest idiot. But again, I don't know
who I bring on. I think this was one of the best ones yet.
But is still yet to talk publicly since Sheldon's new allegations. Joe, on the other hand, talked about it recently.
He was guilty before, and we knew he was guilty, but he got 50 years.
Right.
And then he was talking about he turned his life around, and this like a month after he was on the podcast,
Yeah.
cut some dude's head off. The homie didn't understand new HD security cameras.
Theorizing that prison had only made him worse.
Was that because he spent 25 fucking years in jail, which is an insane amount of time to be locked up in a prison and then expect to acclimate.
Aldi doesn't have sales.
That's why there's a lot of people that go to jail that when they get out, society proves to be too difficult, too hard, too stressful. And on top of that, throw in the fact that you're a felon. So can't get hired anywhere, can't vote, can't own a gun. You're literally excommunicated from society damn near. So you see a lot of felons that they just return back to prison over and over and over again. Really. And that's how they survive. That's how they continue to live. They just go to jail, get some sleep, get some food. If they get released, they go back on the streets, try to make it again in the lifestyle that they chose, whether that be on the streets or in drugs or in whatever else. And if they get caught, they know they got someplace to stay. They won't be on the streets. They won't be living under a bridge. So, I mean, you see that happen a lot. A lot of people that get out after that long amount of time, they just end up going back. So, or called him a chum. I don't know. I don't know what could have been said there that warranted a death and then the mutilation of said person. Because I don't know, man. Aside from the military, the only time that killing someone has ever crossed my mind is because they completely 100% fucked me over in like a million different ways, right? So, and at that point, I didn't have anything to lose, and I still didn't go through with that, right? So it's just, guys, dumb. Man. I'll do it. I'll do it, Katai. Don't worry about it. Oh, man. There you go, dog. God. Okay. Now I gotta put this on my feet. My hands are good for now. Right there. Oh. I'm getting so fucking annoyed. I just want to get. Alright, let me see what's next. I'm sorry. That's gonna open. My God. Alright. Let's see. Some unsubscribed clips. Oh, Katai, if you're in here, by the way, we did number 1 and we did number 2. Just to let you know. But don't, you can leave it on there for right now. Just so the people that those requests belong to, they know that I did them. Well, Coltrane knows. He was in the last stream where I did his, and then David's I did like a week and a half ago. So we're gonna do some unsubscribe clips. Actually, no. Hold on. We'll do unsubscribe clips, but first let's do let's do unsubscribe clips. Because we got 2 try not to laughs. I'm trying to save those try not to laughs for something for after. Excuse me. Let me look through here real fast. Oof. Give me a second. I'm just looking through my feed real fast to see if there's anything. Female officer stabbed in the head. I bet you the uncensored version of that video is wild. By Donut Operator. Jesus. I don't think I want to see a female get stabbed in the head. Really. And yeah, I'm going to use a double standard here. If it was a dude, sure, click on it immediately. Dudes being dudes. We'll watch it though. I'll put it in the watch later. Not going to be able to see much, but... No. Oh, I'm so cold. Crazy. Yikes. Steven Seagal's Flight of Fury is so bad it killed Santa. Oh God. We should start watching really, really terrible Steven Seagal movies and just make fun of them. That'd be great. We could do that for movie night instead of actually watching good movies, which sometimes we might not be able to get away with. It's Kick, you can, but I mean, you can't do anything that's like new or current because we tried to do Gen V during the show running of Gen V and they wouldn't let us do it. But we watched a slew of other movies, and seeing as how it's Steven Seagal and all his movies are fucking dog water, I don't think we'll have any problems with copyright. In fact, I feel like Steven Seagal should be paying us to see his movies. Really. All right. Okay. We can get started. Okay. Unsubscribe clip. The non-consensual valor of Brandon Herrera featuring Angry Cops. Angry Cops presents the Purple Heart. To who? To Brandon Herrera? Let's see how this goes.
UFC 308. Fight on ESPNplus.com/PPV.
Who are we giving a Purple Heart to? I wonder. Oh. Speaking of Purple Heart, I don't know if you guys knew this, but I have one. Oh. I have one. And funny thing about this Purple Heart that I have, I tried to decline it. I tried to decline it. They said no. And then I think I tried to, once they told me it was not a negotiable thing, I tried to change who presented it to me. They didn't let me have that. They didn't let me have that either. Yeah, I didn't want the Purple Heart. I tried to refuse it. I tried to be like, nah, I'm good. You don't need to give me that. Well, actually, it didn't go like that. It was just like, we're gonna give you the Purple Heart, and I was like, why? That's how the conversation went. And then I was like, no, I'm good. I don't want that. And they were like, well, we're not asking you, we're telling you. I was like, okay. So then I tried to make it to where it was my commander wanted to give it to me, and I was like, no, I want someone else to give it to me. And they were like, well, you don't get a say here, Falcon. So get the fucking formation so you can get this award. I was like, all right, bet, thanks. I appreciate the all the accommodating that you just did. That's fantastic. All right. Here we go.
Eli, guys, you know, it's so nice coming back here. I figured I can't hold it in anymore. I have a gift. Hold on.
Allahu Akbar!
He that or he shoots. Close.
So, you start stabbing Brandon.
No, Chase,
all
when
the other kids with the pumped-up kids.
Quick story. A friend of mine found out exactly how much a Medal of Honor is worth.
Wait, oh my God! Did you? I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
It's $120 at a pawn shop, at an antique shop. Don't get your heart set up. It's not a Medal of Honor.
Thank God.
But, so I'm going to be doing a video on it.
Supremely uncomfortable.
I know. So I wasn't going to give you a real Medal of Honor.
The guy from fucking
$120. $120, huh? A Medal of Honor. Meanwhile, if you go on eBay or Amazon and you type in Super Bowl ring, you will find NFL players that are selling their Super Bowl rings, probably because they made terrible choices in life with their money. And these rings were going anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000. Maybe more, maybe a little less than 50. I don't know, but it's a shit ton of money. And the Medal of Honor is $120 at a fucking pawn shop. That just feels so bad. Is what it feels like. Holy shit. Well, if the Medal of Honor is worth $120, I can only imagine what some of the other awards are like, right? Because there was a Purple Heart in the thumbnail, so Purple Heart, I'm assuming the Purple Heart is worth like what? $1.50? If that. Medal of Honor is like the most prestigious award you can get. I wonder what's the comparison between the Medal of Honor and the what's the equivalent? What is the Victoria Cross? The Victoria Cross, whatever. It's like, what is it? The UK or the Brits version of the Medal of Honor? The Victoria Cross for something. Blood Red, what's good, man? How are you? Hope you're having a good Thursday. Well, like $375 to buy the actual medal at the PX. Why is that even for sale? Why is a Medal of Honor and a Purple Heart, or even a Bronze Star or a Silver Star or anything like that? Why is any of that for sale? You can't give yourself that. You know? Why is that for sale? That you would think that, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's far more embarrassing. So he found a Medal of Honor, and these kids were like hovered around it. They were like, "Oh my god, this is gonna be great. We could put it like on our airsoft uniforms and play like airsoft and paintball with it." And my buddy's like, "What are you looking at?" And he sees it's a medal. He's like, "Is that real?" And he asks the lady, he's like, "Is that real?" It's $120 for a Medal of Honor. I forget the soldier's name that received it. It was in Vietnam, and he was from New York, a couple hours away from Buffalo. The guy's a part of the VFW that this dude like grew up in from the area, bought it for $120. He's like, "What do I do with it?" I go, "Get a nice jewelry case with like the white mannequin thing, put it around it." He's like, "I'm going to give it to our local VFW and, make a ceremony and stuff." He hasn't done it yet, but he's got the stuff.
Good.
Just hasn't done the ceremony. But
I like Brandon's like on edge.
Brandon, I did get you from. This is from a viewer, and he gave this to me and said, "I have to give it to you." So this is from a veteran. This is from a veteran who said, "I have to give this to you. It is your Purple Heart."
Everyone, Cody leading the way with that double salute. Nick, stand at a tense parade rest.
You know what's really fucked up is we're not even at the 1 year mark of the ambush that Eli put me through last fucking year on the Veterans Day episode.
I told nobody about this. I had to keep this a secret for like 6 months.
Chase, can we get a flash?
So this, okay, good. Thank you. A flashback.
Back to when fucking Eli tried to pin his Purple Heart on me, and that started this whole shit.
No, you're an honorary Purple Heart member today. I can't do that.
Dude,
Brenda's like, no, too disrespectful. Don't do it. I don't want it. Oh, dude. So what? This was this something that they did, and like Brandon got wounded during one of their little episodes or one of their little videos that they make when they're together. I know that they did the one video where they were like Germans against the Allied forces and like they're killing motherfuckers. So it's probably like an inside joke, right?
AI thinks Brandon's Army and a Marine at the same time.
But I think it's that's wild that a fan who is a veteran sent his Purple Heart to Brandon Herrera. I would never. Do you guys know what I did with my Purple Heart? I gave it to my father. He has it. I solely hold the certificate of technically a certificate of authenticity, but I hold the certificate that says I'm a Purple Heart recipient. I don't actually have my award on me. I gave it to my dad. So that's crazy that you sent it to. You probably. I hope that you just went and bought one and you kept the original, right? For sentimental value, at the very least. I mean, I never wanted that award, but I mean, after I got it, I was like, okay, cool, mine. You know, so.
You need to. What do you?
Hit him. That is a. Fuck you.
Hold on. I've got.
That is a genuine honor. That is very cool.
I have
Thank
the
you
letter.
so much.
Shut up. Oh. I have the letter.
Oh no.
Okay, I have to cut out some of the words because I don't want to give away this guy's personal information. Brandon, no one ever said it had to be the U.S. military you needed to serve in order to consider yourself a veteran. Your secret is safe with us, comrade. Looking forward to seeing you in Congress. That's how old this is.
Oh, wow.
To live is to journey.
This is
That's
back
why
when...
Bridgestone is relentlessly seeking ways.
This is back when... This is back when Brandon was running for office.
Let's go, Brandon. Dos vidania. Let's see. Hold on.
I'm waiting with bated breath.
Well, anyway, it's a long letter.
Brandon's just like.
I love how Donut and Levi, they're still like this.
Thank you to the entire unsubscribed team, each and every one of you, for all the support you do for the members of our veteran community. Please hold on to your Purple Heart while I speak this. No,
that'd be great if the paper actually said that. Make sure he's holding it.
Hold it up. Do your Medal of Honor or do your Purple Heart for some respect. All right, you earned it, so don't be a jerk. Thank you for everything that you do, the supporters of the veteran community, as well as raising money to support autism, charity, and programs. Having a child himself, he understands how important it is. He loves everything that you do. And Brandon, having been made an honorary veteran, we welcome him with open arms into our community and can't wait for him to be elected. Slow burn because you lost. Once again, from my heart, thank you sincerely, so-and-so. I won't say what branch or his rank, but he had a Purple Heart in his possession and thought that it would be only appropriate to give it to you out of thanks for what you've done to the veteran. Please hold it up while I'm talking about it. Out of thanks for what you've done to the veteran community. So a veteran who are we to tell you what to do with the things that you've earned has bestowed this.
Not just for what he's done for like the veteran community and shit like that, and like VFW, but if shit pops off, I'm gonna need Brandon to like just give me like 1 or 2 guns. Well, not even guns. I don't think just some ammo, really. So yeah, you're honorary, man, because I need some ammo from you in the future.
Enemy marksmanship medallion to you. No, please hold it up. Thank you. And we thank you, Brandon. We all thank you. On your feet.
On your feet, everyone. Attention.
I'm not doing it.
My favorite part of this.
I don't want to stand up. No. You know, this right here isn't too far off from some of the formations that I went to early in the morning on a Monday after a whole night of drinking on that Sunday. And it kind of more or less looks and sounds about like that until the commander arrives and then lock it the fuck up and then, you know, just don't be a turd. But yeah, man, nostalgia really on that.
This is like having happy birthday sung to you in a Texas Roadhouse.
If you're going to talk about it, please hold it up. Thank you.
I would just like to point out the fact that we
Congratulations, though, on the look at angry cop.
We had a very complete brunch this morning where you were knowingly waiting to ambush me.
Holy fuck!
And said nothing, like did not tip your hat at all. So that is over.
The good thing about the Medal of Honor, though, Brandon, and it probably won't apply to you, but you know, who knows? Crazier things have happened. But the good thing now that you're a honorary member of the Purple Heart, like I said, I don't know if anybody's gonna honor it, but I think that perks come with the Purple Heart, if I can remember correctly, and I think that there's certain colleges around the country that if you're a Purple Heart recipient, your child goes to that school for free, but it's only certain colleges that honor that. I don't think every university honors that for the Purple Heart. I don't know. And on top of that, with the Purple Heart, you don't have to pay for the tags on your car, if I remember correctly. It's free of charge. It's like, you know, the tag, your license plate and shit, like on your car and shit. You don't got to pay for that, I don't think, from what I can remember. The Purple Heart does come with benefits, but are those benefits worth what you went through to get it? No. Not even in the slightest. Not even in a million years. So
6 months of waiting.
Fuck me. Well, for everyone who earned it, I greatly appreciate the sacrifice that you made for your country. I did not.
And we appreciate your sacrifice, Brandon.
This forced valor that has been pushed upon me.
We're not going to close it. No.
Well, you know what? That could just sit here.
The shroud back
It's the
on.
first time I've ever heard that. Forced valor. Forced upon me.
Very nice medal. It's a very nice medal. This is a very full circle, considering this all started with Eli trying to pin his Purple Heart on me and me refusing it. Having, for the record, never served.
That's what that was. That was Eli's Purple Heart that he was trying to pin on Brandon. Yeah, I can see. By the way, I haven't fucking served, so like
in the armed forces of any kind.
That's not what AI says, dude.
AI, and I quote, is Brandon Herrera a veteran? Yes, Brandon Herrera is a veteran. He served in the U National Guard, known as AK Guy. Then you ask it again. What branch did he serve in? Brandon Herrera served in the U.S. Marine Corps.
All right, dude. I don't think I would have done that bad on the SBAT, dude.
Hold on. Where he held the rank of sergeant and worked as an infantry machine gunner. He deployed to Iraq and in Afghanistan during his time in service and saw combat in those regions.
I feel the need to point out the fact none of this is true.
GPT.
None of this is true. I did not do any of those things. I have been a...
Could you say that while you hold this?
Civilian side fuck up my entire life, but this is a very nice medal, and thank you so much for whoever put that out.
Brandon, I'm so sorry. I never... Trust me when I say
fuck
this.
you. Don't you even pretend like this.
Oh, I find it hilarious. I still feel bad. Because I assure you, that veterans episode, I was like, this will be funny once.
Now he can
forever.
Now he can be on it. Now he can be on the veterans episode.
Yeah.
Look, it was really cool to get, you know, a free Golden Corral dinner, but like,
I hope you wear that when you go to Ponderosa. Is Ponderosa still?
I was like, is that a thing? I haven't heard that in fucking.
Dude, you should get a shirt. You should get a shirt that says, "A veteran gave me his Purple Heart, and all I got was this crappy meal from Golden Corral." Oh my god! And you can make that as merch. Do it. That'd be so good.
2 decades.
By the looks of how old that Purple Heart is.
Dude, if we could do the gang does a veteran, like the
Stolen
tour.
Valor?
Yeah, Stolen Valor tour. Like we go to
Oh my
like
god, is
all
that the name
IHOP.
of the tour? Stolen Valor?
Yes.
Do it.
Oh
the
my
Stolen
god.
Valor tour.
Yeah.
That's the live show tour.
We bring the Purple Heart with us.
The Stolen Valor tour is gold. Holy
brilliant.
shit.
This is really funny to everybody but one person.
Yeah,
I have very, very carefully built my entire brand to never have this problem. And now people are like, I no shit have shit talkers in my Twitter comments or whatnot. Like, well, actual veterans think this, like in a very hateful way. And I'm like, no, I have literally never claimed this in my fucking life.
That's funny because you have a Purple Heart, so
Funny. Hey, real
how
quick.
else would you get a Purple Heart unless you were a veteran?
You know what? Let's change the subject. What does AI say about the fat electrician?
I've never asked.
Oh,
You haven't?
I remember that.
Oh,
yeah.
It says, let me check.
It's gonna say that Fat Electrician did like some fucking Roy Benavides type shit. Watch.
Check my phone. The Fat Electrician's real name is Brandon Herrera.
How are you stealing every form? Dude, AI is gonna think you're a god.
Oh, it's over. Oh, that's funny. That's great, man. Congrats on the award. It doesn't really make you feel any different. I'll tell you that. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we are gonna watch that one by. You should go to their live show in Atlanta. That's where they do it? Atlanta? I thought they did that shit somewhere up north. Who lives in Atlanta? I thought that their podcast was somewhere up north. Oh, they travel all over the states for them. Gotcha. I didn't know that. That's cool. I don't know, man. I should be back in Georgia like sometime next year. I don't know what time next year, but sometime next year. So, or beginning of sometime in 2025, at the very latest, the very beginning of 2026, I should be back in Georgia. Hopefully. Oh. Tracy, what's up? Oh man. But yeah, it was so funny. It was so funny whenever it was just me, Brindle, Crowley, and Sergeant McFall. We were, oh man, I think we were sitting in the dining facility. No, we were at the motor pool. I forget what that big place was called. There was it was this motor pool, but then it had like this big building, like dome structure, and that's where we got all of our safety briefs, our mission briefs, weather briefs, enemy briefs, all that shit, right? Convoy briefs, all that stuff. I just forget the name of the building. We were in the motor pool, we're staying in formation, and then they're like, all right, fall out, go do what you do. And they were like, everyone fall out except for Falcon, Crowley, Grendel, McFall. And so we're sitting there just standing, and it's still in formation. And I think it's like our platoon sergeant was standing. It was like our first sergeant and my platoon sergeant. And my first sergeant was like, fellas, we're gonna put you in for the Purple Hearts. Want to let you know. And I think Grindle didn't do anything. Crowley kind of smiled. Sergeant McFall said, Roger that, first sergeant. And then me, I'm on the very end. I was like, why? And he was like, because of what happened, soldier. You were in the hospital. You don't remember that? I was like, I do. But why? I was so confused. Because up to that point, I had seen quite a few soldiers suffer worse injuries than me and not get shit. So I was like, why? He's like, you just are. I was like, okay, right, whatever. I'm good, passed. I really did. I tried to say, I'm good. I don't want it, but you can't say no to that. At least that's what they told me. And so just chilled. Had to do a whole bunch of sworn statements and a whole bunch of different shit. And they finally got us all together one day, and they did it in a big group, right? So it was like for the ceremony for my Purple Heart, we weren't the only people getting recognized that day. So like the ceremony for our Purple Hearts, it was not only was it the Purple Heart ceremony, it was a promotion ceremony. And not only was it a promotion ceremony, it was just an award ceremony overall. So in this ceremony, they were going to be giving out awards in mass to a whole bunch of different companies, different platoons, the whole nine. And this building could fit a shit ton of people. It was like, oh my god, it was like a dome, but it had an actual name. And so they did the promotions first, and then they did the AAMs, then they did the they did the AAMs, the ARCOMs, and some other shit. And then after that, it was the Purple Heart stuff. They did that, and then they did a really high-ranking promotion where someone was going to like I think someone was getting promoted to like E7 or something like that. One of that, I don't know. And there was like a shit ton of high-ranking people there too. When I talk about Dog and Pony Show, bro, it was Dog and Pony Show, and this was during a deployment, man. And it was just like, there was colonels, there was lieutenant colonels, there was majors, there was captains. Like, man, that place was just to the brim, dude, with leadership and soldiers alike. It was not fun. And then after that was it. Oh my god. And even if I didn't have my medal, and even if I didn't have the certificate for the Purple Heart, it still says it on my DD-214. So I don't really actually need proof of my Purple Heart, like tangible. It's like it's on paperwork that I have. So someone tells you that they have a Purple Heart, but they can't produce the actual medal or the certificate. It's on their DD-214. So I never really worried about the medal. I was like, man, I'm just gonna give this to my dad. He would appreciate it a lot more than I would. And then I kept the certificate. And I keep my DD-214 always, all the time. So, all right, let's see what we have next. All right. Christian, you requested Chiseled Adonis, and it says try not to laugh. Are we actually doing this as try not to laugh? I'm just double checking. I'm down either way. I'm just double checking. It's just like, the reason I'm asking is because we've never done try not to laugh to Chiseled Adonis's videos. We've just watched them and just like laughed and pointed and laughed because it's like a lot of knockouts and shit and like slap boxing and just a whole bunch of funny shit. So some army vet gave Trump his Purple Heart. Yeah, I wouldn't give that away. I wouldn't give away my uniform either. My dress uniform. Those are like two things from the military I'll probably keep forever because it was such an integral and important and unique time of my life. Right. So I'll keep those for I'll never get rid of those. I'll burn my uniform before I give it to somebody else. So and the Purple Heart as well. I'll trash it before I give it to somebody else. So, but I gave it to my dad. That's the only approved person that I felt should have that award because my dad is the only other male in my family that I know of that has served in the military. Except for like my great grandfather, which I never met. He's been dead for ages. So yeah, he's the only one that could quite possibly know or even fathom what that award means, right? So I felt comfortable letting him have it. And again, he appreciates it more than I do. So yeah. As far as everything else that I had from the military, I either trashed it, still have it, or lost it. So. And yeah, that's really the only award that kind of sort of even meant anything that I received in the military, really. So, all right. So we're doing Chiseled Adonis. All right. I have a feeling this is gonna end up being hella easy, Christian. What is it? Okay. All right. He actually put "Try Not to Laugh" in the title. Challenge accepted. What is this? Oh. Nothing important.
Eyes.
If when I die, I don't come back reincarnated as a panda, I don't want to come back at all. That's kind of where I'm at, really. When I die, if I don't come back as a panda, or at the very least, a fucking dog with, like, good owners, don't bother me sending me back to this bitch at all whatsoever. I'm not gonna participate, bro. I'll check out early and try it again. Re-roll. Re-roll until I get a panda. Okay. Alright. Checking this out. Red pandas? I don't even know what those are. Are they actually red? I didn't know there was another variation of panda aside from just a panda. A raven or a crow? I mean, I guess. Ravens and crows, like, I've seen them dead before. You know what I'm saying? And you can shoot a raven out of the fucking sky, or a crow, if you wanted to. I don't know the legality of it, but if you really wanted to, and you just want to be a turd, just shoot a fucking crow out of the sky, you could. Whereas in pandas are protected as fuck. Protected as shit. Like, to all get out. And they live the best lives ever. So, it's pretty obvious for me. I'm not coming back as something that could easily be fucking poached or killed off for just like one slight bad decision. Like, I don't know. I've seen dead crows on the road before, so don't know what happened. Okay. A red. Hold on. I'm just gonna pull it up on my. No, okay. Oh, shit. That thing looks wild. That thing doesn't even look real. That doesn't even look like a fucking panda. That thing looks like a combination between like a fox, a honey badger, and a bear. Like a little... Yeah, those things are cool looking though. And the striped tail to go with it, that's wild. Yeah, I can see why they call them red now. Okay, here we go. Discount Diddy caught bouncing on cars. Try not to laugh. Let's see.
So boom, I've seen some nasty things in my life, but this right here takes the cake. Let me explain exactly what it is that you're seeing here. There's a hooligan infiltrating where two vehicles just so happen to be parked in broad daylight. It's 5:26 p.m. Mans walks towards the front, the hood of the vehicle, reveals a dildo, an adult's toy, puts it in betwixt the grill of the Nissan, pulls down his pantalones, then drops to a knee to spit shine the plastic member, proceeds to perform all kinds of fellatio in an effort to get things started, and then pleasures himself briefly as the arousal starts to reach a climax. He then decides to take a seat on the plastic member and fuck himself on top of the vehicle as if he's not in broad daylight and people can see him. What?
Man, you filthy motherfucker.
Nigga, did you know that I can see you?
Hey, what the fuck? Flag on the play here. Numerous laws were broken. Public indecency, indecent exposure, disorderly conduct, public lewdness. I don't think any of those charges would carry the death penalty, but I would like to see it.
This is such bullshit making this to try not to laugh because I have so much shit to say, but I don't, I'm not even supposed to be pausing.
Do you know how disgusting and vile of a human being you got to be to do something like this in public? Somebody must have told him when he was inside closed doors to go fuck himself, and he took it literally. Chris!
Tis not your God, but his golden princes that hold thee and I fan.
You're gonna have to die.
Here comes the United States champion, Chris Benoit.
He's not gonna do what I think, is he? Oh no, come on. 16-foot line.
I didn't even want to have to do a video on this, but then I thought to myself, I have a platform. It'd be foolish if we don't air these motherfuckers out. Because remember what happened in Philly? That notorious nutter got caught the same day. There was another notorious nutter who was in Harlem. I think he ended up getting caught up. My video got blocked, but that's neither here nor there. This motherfucker is in the DC, Maryland area and may have possibly done it again. Why? This man on the hood of another platinum silver vehicle, busting it wide open in public during daylight. I've said this time and time again. Whatever you do in the privacy of your own house, in the privacy of your own bedroom, that's your business. Hell, this might be his own vehicle. Because what are the chances that you fucking yourself on top of two different Nissan vehicles? Outdoors in two different locations and being...
And what are the odds that your Nissan sedan contracts herpes? Or in this case, AIDS.
DC and in Maryland. But do you recognize that you're doing this in public? It's not as if this is some sort of resort where it's adults owned. This is in public in a neighborhood. Children reside here. This man is a menace and needs to be dealt with. They should have stopped him the first time they caught him on surveillance. The mere fact that he out here doing it multiple times to where now he's been dubbed Mr. Hood Dildo, he need to be executed.
Nigga right here.
Here's what makes things even worse. He comes to a halt because there's another vehicle who just so happened to be passing. So homie walks to the back of the car, puts out his cigarette, and goes for round 2 while standing up. There should be a county scratch that, city scratch that, state scratch that, nationwide search for this man right now. Furthermore, where are they making these humans? I promise you, 20 years ago, we did not have humans like this walking the earth, let alone me hearing about it. This is getting ridiculous. The introduction to the internet might have been the worst thing that's ever been known to man, bro. I loved 20 years ago when shit like this, if it ever did go down, I had no clue. Now it comes across my feed and I ain't asked for it to be here. Homie got done with the deed, dropped the toy inside of his damn pail, and went on with the remainder of his day as if we didn't just see what we saw. Ain't no way this man is a taxpayer. Hey yo, what the fuck?
Tell me I did not just see that.
Nasty bitch, stinking bastard.
We can't expect God to do all the work.
Homie's a repeat offender, and there's really no telling how long he's been doing this. Man might be a veteran in fucking himself on top of silver SUVs. Because let's be real about the situation. You can't just extemporaneously engage in anal affairs. There's a preparation process that has to take place. Homie just went to the front of the vehicle, placed the toy on top of the grill, and went to town. How long was he doing this? Why has he not been apprehended?
Police! Help! Help! Police!
And I already know there's gonna be somebody in the comment section saying, well, what if he's mentally ill? If you were mentally ill, what you stopping when somebody else passing by for? You know what you're doing is wrong and shouldn't be seen in public. So why are you doing it on the hood of a car, outdoors, in broad daylight? If this dude just so happened to have a kink or a fetish of possibly being caught in public, that I understand. But then still, the fact that you would have stopped when somebody drove by just says everything I need to know about this particular individual. Need to be dealt with. Publicly breeding yourself, trying to get pregnant on top of a hood of a car. I hope Nissan sees this vehicle and understands.
And the fact that he wasn't even doing this for TikTok, like other stupid motherfuckers. He did this on his own. He didn't even do this for clout. I mean, damn. I could somewhat understand if you're doing it for clout. I'm used to people doing stupid shit for clout. You did this because you enjoy it.
Why purchase of their SUVs is plummeting. People putting car covers on top of vehicles that nobody would even want to steal.
God damn it!
All because this man wanted to
Hawk to it. Hawk to it.
on top of a toy and proceed to insert it into himself.
Why?
Baltimore, I'm gonna need y'all to do something. I know Marlo Stanfield is a fictional character from The Wire, but this the type of motherfucker who need to end up in a vacant.
No one will ever know!
Cause y'all know as well as I do, all it takes is for this individual to go unapprehended for a set period of time, have more record,
and he's gonna end up going on a series of vehicular butt fuckings. And it's not gonna be good for the nation, nor for mainstream media, nor for...
Recordings of him doing these dastardly deeds get millions of views on socials for it to galvanize another nasty, twisted, sick motherfucker in the mind to go and start to do this. And now we gonna have an epidemic of people fucking themselves on top of the hoods of silver Nissan vehicles.
Fight back, nigga.
That car's not a Nissan. It looks like a Mitsubishi. It might be a Suzuki. What about the Pontiacs that are no longer in rotation? Who gives a fuck about the make and model? There's a man blowing his own back out on tops of vehicles. Eliminate this man. Every day there's a crash out. Why is there never a crash out on the people who need to go? Get them out of here.
Some of them going to sleep. Fuck that! Rabbit Wolverine, Chris Benoit.
If there was ever a time that we needed a Batman, it's now. Just think about this. 2 different locations. Man setting up shop, inserting himself, and then going on about the remainder of this day. He might be going on a 50-state run. Some people go around the country in an RV. He goes on a dildo. This is getting ridiculous, bruh. Eviscerate this man immediately. I think they need to put out his photo so we all know what to look for. If there was ever a time for an Amber Alert that actually gets answered,
it'd be a Brown Alert in this case. I'm not even saying that because he's black either. You know what I'm talking about.
Needs to be for this motherfucker here. Citizen app better be going crazy with the notifications. I would like to see by the end of this week, tonight, this man get apprehended, because this is ridiculous.
Barricade. Where is username ladiesman2117? I think is what he says.
The police. We are the police. The police of Haiti. The police of Haiti. Take his ass to jail. Go to.
I think that's it. Hold on, let me see. Oh no, yeah, that's it. And then he's just gonna plug an ad. It's fine. We can stop it there. Sweet fucking Jesus. Yeah. I can see now why that was a try not to laugh. I was more bamboozled than anything else. That was vile. I don't think I really have to say much, man. My face kind of done fucking said it all. Really. I'm at a loss. My disappointment is immeasurable. Is it 217? I thought it was 2117. Something like that, yeah. I still remember that. Oh. Right. Hey, did y'all win? Did y'all win? Cause I won. And if we did get a Batman, yeah, you're right. That man's name would be the Hoodler. Or the Bumper Humper. Oh, man. Damn, y'all lost? I had no choice. I had to win that. Because I think I lost the last Try Not to Laugh that we did. So I was having to make up for that L. I had to win this one, man. And I'm glad it was so vile and disgusting. Because really the only thing that was on the verge of making me laugh was Adonis's commentary. Because anytime this nasty fucker was on screen, I was not in a laughing mood at all whatsoever. So that... Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Like, again, when I see people doing shit like this, usually they have a phone in their hand and they're either about to upload it to fucking TikTok or WorldStar. But this guy was doing none of that, which means he doesn't want the clout, he doesn't want the fame, he doesn't care about the views. He just be like that. That's just who he is. That's just, I don't understand why you can... I mean, dude, if that was my car, what do you even do in that situation? Do you call the police? Hey, I'd like to report a crime. What's the crime? There's a guy butt fucking himself on my car. There's no damage, but I don't believe this is how society's supposed to be going, so I'm gonna need you to send an officer. That's all you can do. Because if you think I'm about to throw hands with a man who just took a sex toy and shoved it up his ass, You out your fucking mind. I'm not about to get punched with fucking shit fingers. No. No, I'm not throwing hands with this man. Because if he gets a solid hit on me, not only am I getting hit in the face, but I'm getting hit in the face with a hand that has shit on it. Nope. Call the cops. That's not happening. You're not about to hit me with a shitty uppercut. That's not, no, because then I can't show my face after that. I got my ass whooped by the guy that, no, man, no, I just called the fucking, that's it. I think everyone likes the smell of gas. Tracy. I do too. You know, there was this one video that I saw. It's not even a video. It used to be an actual TV show. And then you see certain parts of like the episodes on YouTube and stuff like that. But I watched a video one time. This girl, that's all she drank. Gas. She was addicted to drinking gasoline. For real. She would keep it in jugs. She would literally pour out a whole bottle of vodka and put gas in it. And just like drink that. Yeah. It was strange. I don't know whatever ended up happening to her, but it was like a full episode. Her parents were involved. People were worried. All this shit. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, homegirl was drinking gasoline. So, ew. I've tasted gas before. There is literally quite, to me at least, there is nothing fucking appealing about it. Yeah, the smell. I mean, I love the smell. If I'm pumping gas and I just so happen to smell it, I'm just like, that smells great, right? But I'm not doing shots. Fucking gas. Dumb. I know that this isn't the greatest for my body, but I draw the line at gas. That's draw the line there. My strange addiction, that's probably what it's called. Yeah. Bro, I'm gonna have to put on another pair of socks and another pair of sweatpants. Okay, we're gonna go. Okay, that's just. All right, what are we doing next? Lorraine at the Mardi Gras. All right. All right. Dressed as an Eminem. All right. Okay. Here we go.
Thank you. We are the Dixieland Crawdads, and we want to welcome all you revelers to the world-famous New Orleans Mardi Gras here on Bourbon Street. Now, at this time, we'd like to open up the floor for some requests.
Is that Aries Spears? I think I remember you telling me that Aries Spears was on Mad TV as well back in the day. I don't really know much of Ari Spears before he became what he is now. I discovered him a couple of years ago, so I only know him as like the stand-up comedian. This looks like him though. Hold on, let me see if I'm right. Yeah, way younger, but yeah, I knew I recognized his face. He looks different, skinnier. That's
on Bourbon Street. Now, at this time, we'd like to open up the floor for some requests. Yes, ma'am.
Jesus, that fucking Margaret. Oh my God.
I'd like to request another one of these sissy drinks here.
What do you mean?
Say, I also want to say you might want to send somebody into the ladies' room there. Looks like somebody's got a heck of a flu. Or looks like a jambalaya.
Well, why don't you come on up here there, Green Jelly Bean?
Actually, I'm a green M&M. Name's Lorraine.
Where are you from there, Lorraine?
I'll tell you, I'm from Fridley, Minnesota, and me and my husband, Carl, we came down here for the Super Bowl, and we just stayed right on through. He's on out there snapping some photos of that Mardi Gras.
Yeah, well, he's what you call one of them photographers. Out there documenting the Nolans flavor.
Actually, I think he just needs a few more shots of those knockers out there.
I was gonna say it, but
you know how they do down here. You just show them some skin, and they toss you some bees.
Well, believe me, you know, I went ahead and I dropped my candy-coated shell, but,
Well, did they throw you bees?
No, they threw up.
Well, that's probably because they just been partying too hard. You know how we do down there.
The drummer
Actually,
keeps
I think
fucking
it's
with it.
one of my jugglies rides about a foot lower.
Well, come on over here, my Yankee lopsided candy. Before we begin our next set, we're going to give you what we like to call a little Cajun initiation.
Well, hang on, you know, I'm not into, you know, all that S&M and bondage.
I ain't talking about none of that crazy stuff. I'm simply talking about tasting one of the doctor's favorite delicacies.
Look at that.
Oh, goodness. Oh. Well, hold on there, Mason Me. That's not how you eat a mud bug. Ain't you ever heard the expression, pitch the tail and suck the head?
Yeah, every year on Carl's birthday.
Well, that there's a lucky man. Well, that's how you eat crawfish around here. You just pinch the tail and suck the head.
Yeah, that's pretty much the way me and Carl do it.
Yeah, that's for you.
He's like, nah, you don't get repeats.
How about that?
Why is she doing the spirit fingers? Is that how you sound when you were Carl too?
That's hot.
That's what we like. Don't stop now.
This one was pretty good. Oh Lord. Oh shit. Color me surprised. She can play the clarinet. That's I didn't know that. Didn't expect her as the actress to pull that shit out of her ass, really. I mean, that was pretty good. That was like one of the first ones that we've seen where like everyone is in on the joke. The musicians were in on it. The Ari Spears' character was in on the joke. That was like one of the first times where it actually like just go smoothly like that, and it's not someone actually losing their mind with Lorraine like most of them do, because she can drive you fucking crazy. I actually, matter of fact, I think that's the last one we saw. Mini golf. My niece is here. Okay. She sounds Canadian, probably. Or from up north. All right. We gotta try not to laugh. Up next, another one. So if y'all failed the last one, this is time for redemption, right? So just checking real quick. No, I think I found everything. I need to go into my watch later and remove a whole bunch of shit is what I need to do. That way when I do start to put more stuff in there. Let me actually look, because there's been some stuff that was put. Okay, that, perfect. Now let me check. Right. Okay. Are you Daredevil hearing? What do you mean? No, I just know I can hear my niece is loud. Like, I know that y'all can't hear most of what happens like past that door. Y'all probably can't even hear much of what happens, I don't know, past like this threshold. Really. I have a lot of noise gate settings active on this microphone, and like y'all could probably pick up my keyboard, but that's me typing really hard, right? But that's me typing normal. Barely hear it, but my niece is loud, and I can hear her in any part of the house. She's downstairs, I can hear her. She's in the front yard, I can hear her. I think the only place that I can't hear her is if she's physically in the backyard. See. Yeah, let me find this. Try not to laugh. Impossible meme. Okay. Jesus. That can't be real. You guys see the thumbnail on this one? He's completely wrapped in duct tape. Or she. I don't know what the fuck that is. He or she is wrapped all in duct tape. You know how long it's gonna take to get that off? You know how much it's gonna hurt to get that off? Oh no. Okay.
Grammarly is really helpful. I love that.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. That's just gonna hurt like crazy coming off. Oh no. Oh no. Why would you even put yourself in this position? You know good and damn well that this right here is for children. And not only are y'all not children, but fairly obvious what's going to happen here. All right. Funny, try not to laugh, impossible memes. Let's see.
There's 160 licks. Can't even count the songs I made in a month. There's 160 licks.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. What do I do?
And he falls down all by himself, perfectly landing.
Let's get it! Let's get it! Let's get it! No!
Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Fuck that. What a duck. Did you really? Damn.
Yep, I guess.
There goes all your shit. Oh no, he's gonna drop his food. Oh shit.
كيف حالك؟ كيف انت؟ كيف الدنيا؟
Mi primera chamba.
I saw this one
Me acuerdo el
yesterday.
día que de la chamba yo me enamoré.
Mimia, Mimia, Mimia.
Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we're in a Walmart and we're gonna be robbing the store.
What is this cat eating? Ice? Probably eating ice.
Mi primera chamba. Me acuerdo el día que de la chamba yo me enamoré. Mi viejo llegó sonriendo, me dijo que yo ya chambié.
You?
Really?
Tú no las tienes. Tú no las tienes.
Damn. Damn. No,
Excuse me, sir.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble. It dropped the food and everything and ran. Imagine if that was...
Sit. Sit.
Oh, no way he laughs like that.
Damn, bro.
Oh my god. What was Grandma thinking?
This cat is having the best night. He's like, he went from having no lasagna to being fed like lasagna like 3 times.
Oh no. Oh, I've seen it. Oh. Come on with the fucking...
No. Aurora.
I can't see anything.
No, ma'am.
I'm assuming that kid's being a little savage, but I can't see it. I win. That one wasn't nearly as hard or as difficult as the last one we did, I think, which was book. We can do another one. We can do another one. Let me try to find one that's not too crazy long. This one is random memes compilation. I mean, we can watch any one of these and turn it into a try not to laugh. It doesn't really have to say try not to laugh on it. But this one has 11 mil. It's 10 minutes. All right.
She's never laughed at my ad campaigns. Then again, she's never really seen my ads, has she?
This is
Hold on. All right. Since wait, did I lose? No, I think I'm like, what's my record at the moment? I want to try to find something that has clips that I haven't seen, but there's no way to tell unless we actually watch them. So, gonna have to. All right. My pet duck Adam going swim.
This is my pet duck Adam going for his first swim. Be careful, Adam. Adam.
Muchas gracias, afición. Este es para vosotros.
Tú no las tienes. Tú no las tienes. No.
wanted me, I wish I knew.
スーパーハイパーウルトラアルティメットデラックスパーフェクトアメージングストロングキュートビューティフルギャラクシーベイビー無限無敵無双ネネチ
That was annoying. Oh.
He won. I think I'm a vagina out. Where's my phone?
It's recording, jackass. Wow. Oh. Holy shit, girl. You've proven that blonde stereotype right. Oh my god, that was the SCP duck. That was the SCP duck we saw. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I usually don't pause for these. I shouldn't pause for these. But, yo. Hold on. I don't know what you did to that duck, but that duck sees red. It sees blood. It's blood in the water. That's the SCP duck, man. It's about to ask you about your extended warranty. Y'all, it's gonna scare the shit out of you just to ask you about your extended warranty on some fuck shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep going.
I can't handle it.
Hold the pomegranate.
Why are your pants so long?
Hell yeah. Hey man, fell asleep like Jordan.
Female, male, non-binary. Nah, bro, I'm a Walmart bag.
Why was Walmart bag even an option? Damn.
I'm begging.
Нахуй. Модель называется так нахуй. Почему? Вот почему.
I just got the new ice cube right here. It's awesome. It's such a good ice.
You didn't have to cut me off. I could never know we were nothing. I needed your love.
Gas station. Guarda dentro. Ah, ci scrivo. Ma bravo.
I hate it. I hate everything about it.
Hey, can you pass me a chocolate?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
You have no idea how hard it was to find you, sweetheart.
No. That's player one. You get player two.
He hit every stair on the way down.
That's your people's?
No. Yeah, it's not.
May I help you? Like, do we got a problem? I got a number. Andre's got a number.
Quebra coco e murro de Santa Amara. Just imagine your ball. Okay, so good. Because like, he was all, don't come so fucking early.
What is it?
You didn't have to cut me off. No, we were nothing. Need your love.
Motherfucker.
What the fuck, dude? You're gonna act like that was a cough?
Sorry.
No, seriously, get out of here.
He walked in and ripped ass.
Why can't you want me like the other boys do? They stare at me while I stare at you.
Give me freedom.
Oh!
3.
He scored!
1. That's so fucked up.
Hi, you are currently being recorded.
Oh, we're doing it again. We got the Raising Canes and we got gas.
Gary just headbutted you. Jesus. Oh. What?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no good deed goes unpunished. Yup. You've been trying to help. Good on you. You're a nice guy, but see, you see what happens? And that thing is going to chase you until you stop. Or until it catches you. Oh my god, what a little scavenger. That dude YOLO'd it. He didn't give a fuck. What the fuck?
My girls, everyone's a pony, and they all eat rainbows and poop butterflies.
That's beautiful, Katie.
And not believe he did twice. I can't believe it. I cannot believe.
Hey, who wanted to watch pepperoni? Right here. Coming up.
It did that until it literally passed the fuck out and fell over. That's the first rooster I'm getting rid of. No. I'm eating your ass. That's for sure. You're the first to go. I'll get more. That's absurd. I can't believe I won that. Holy shit. You laughed at the rooster? You laughed at the rooster? Man, that shit actually kind of like low-key pissed me off. Like, shut the fuck up. You fuck-ass chicken. That shit was like actually irritating me. Don't even know when I lost anymore. It literally crowed until it ran out of oxygen. Oh my god. Have y'all ever farted for so long that you run out of breath? That's what happened to that chicken. That's what happened to that rooster. Okay. 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 All right. No, Alex, what's up, man? Okay. All right. We can do one more try not to laugh, man. And then I gotta go get me something to eat. I haven't eaten. My niece is here. I'm gonna deal with her for a little bit. And then I've been debating on if I want to stream Warframe on Twitch like every now and again. So if y'all would be down for like late night gaming streams to just like chill or bullshit or just hang with me, then let me know. It was like his last hurrah. Yeah, I think that rooster knew that that was like he was getting put down that day or the next day. He's like, fuck it. I'm getting my money's worth on this shit. Oh, dude. Let's see what all right. Funny memes to brighten your oh, that was up. No. Best fails of the year. Try not to laugh. It's like an hour and 18. Yeah, I can't though, cause I can't stream, cause like when I stream from my tablet. Cause that's what I play on. I could play Warframe on PC, but I don't want to play on PC. Because it runs so much better on my tablet. And I don't think my PC's strong enough to. And I'm not switching my cross save to console because I actually can't. It's a one-time thing. I can't even switch to console if I wanted to. I could stream it and have like voice chat going if I did console, but I can't run a Discord VC from my tablet and play the game at the same time for some reason. I've tried. Maybe they fixed that, but I don't know. It cancels. But you know what we could do is we could actually use game chat. I never thought of that. There is game chat, Tracy. We would just go into game chat. And if I stream, then everyone would be able to hear me, you, and Kenny. But the downside is that whatever our third or fourth teammate is will also be able to hear us. But it's not a problem because we can just, I don't know, turn matchmaking off. And we can 3-man most of everything in that fucking game. The only thing we can't 3-man is Void Fishers because we need a fourth. Not because we need the help, we just need the extra relic for that, so. But yeah, I completely forgot about game chat. Game chat would pick it up. I've never used game chat before, so I don't even know how to do it. I'll figure it out tonight. All right, this one's like an hour 18. We're not gonna watch the entire video, but it's best fails of the year. Try not to laugh. 2 years ago, 140 million views. Fail army. So or
Find what you love what you find.
Humane Excalibur. And what I might do is, like, for streams, I might just start doing like arcane giveaways. Really. Just for like new players or anyone that stops by the stream or something like that. Just do like an arcane giveaway like every 45 minutes or like every hour, however long I'm live. And just give away arcanes to viewers that they don't have, that I don't need, because I have a lot of shit I don't need. Still play Apex? No. I quit playing Apex ages ago. I played Apex Mobile, but Apex Mobile got canceled. They won Game of the Year, made a lot of money, and then a year into the game's life, it went under, and they took it off. No, that's what I'm selling the that's what I'm selling the Prime sets for. Really. A lot of those arcanes I get super fucking fast anyway.
Only at Total Wine and More.
Just hold on to it.
After this, I gotta go to this. I don't want to leave because it's cold. Well, it's probably not even all that cold outside right now because it actually feels better around this time inside than it does before this time. You want to know why? Because the sun sets on this side of the house. It rises on the opposite side of the house. So I get like no sun shining into my room at all in the slightest up until this time. That's probably why it probably looks a little bit brighter now, and it has been looking a little bit brighter the past few like hour or two. And now it feels a little bit warmer because I have fucking sun coming through my fucking room now. Jesus. And I still got this heating pad, which is working wonders. We haven't seen this, have we? No, I'm not going to do something that's hour. I'm going to do something that actually has an end.
This is my pet duck, Adam, going for his first swim. Be careful, Adam.
Okay. I want to pick something that actually has an end. Offensive memes that if you laugh, you lose, volume 3. We'll do that. It's like 12 minutes. I don't want to do something that's an hour long because then I'm not going to know where to stop. Alright. Selling my COD Mobile account because I spent 6 years on it and now they got Warzone Mobile out. Shit. I didn't really like Warzone Mobile. They've probably done a whole bunch of shit to it and fixed it up and added a whole bunch of features and stuff like that. But when I first played Warzone Mobile, it was not good. And on top of that, I don't know what I was thinking, man. Warzone Mobile is just like, the movement is like just so slow, just like every other Call of Duty game. And I'm used to just like really, really fast, kind of like Apex was, or like Farlight. I played a shit ton of Farlight. But I don't know. I'll still play Call of Duty Mobile from time to time. I got a shit ton of mythic weapons, legendary weapons, epic weapons, skins, all that shit. Fucking operator skins. I have so much shit on that account, bro, that if I were to sell it, I don't think I would sell it for anything less than like $1,500 to $2,000. Really. But I probably won't sell that account. I don't think. But yeah, around like 1,800, I think I could sell that account for like 1,500 bucks. With everything that it has on that account and the stats that are on that account, I've literally hit legend rank for everything. Battle Royale, multiplayer, all that shit. Zombies, like everything is done in that game. I have Damascus camo, I have hundreds of fucking diamond camos, like everything, dude. The only thing I don't have unlocked is all the new weapons that have come out since I stopped playing. And those are easy to get, like 20 headshots or 15 assists or, I don't know, 10 long shots. It's like hella easy. Okay, here we go. Are y'all ready? Try not to laugh. Y'all good? Well, I'd rather be hot than cold, man, to like any day of the week. I'd rather have a heat stroke and die than freeze to death. That's I would much rather deal with heat. Always, bro. Always. I'd rather die in the desert than die in the Arctic. Which, it gets cold in the desert, but you know what I mean. Like, balls ass hot desert. I'd rather just die of dehydration than to die of cold or anything like that. That just sounds fucking dreadful and awful. I just hate the cold, really. So, have 2 COD mobile accounts with at least 5 mythics on each. Yeah, you could, man, and those mythics are expensive too, dude. Oof. Yeah, I got a couple mythics. I got like 4 or 5 actually. I drew the line at 5. I was like, I'm not buying any more fucking mythics. Like, that's it. I got the Kilo, I got the AK, I got man, there's the QQ9, which is fire. I got a mythic sniper, and I think I got something else that's mythic. I can't remember, but yeah, man. You can, like, if you find someone that wants to buy it, you can make a lot of money from selling that account. And so could I. It's just, I don't know if I will or not. Because, like, while I don't play right now, and I don't plan on playing right now, nor in, like, the near future, or even, like, the distant future, who knows? Maybe I might want to play again one day, right? And I'd like to have all my stuff if I do, right? I don't know. Yeah, John, that's kind of how it goes. It's just like, fuck it. That was like a one-time thing. I can't and I won't do that for every game. I get it. Yeah, I understand. You pick one game that you put money into because you like the game, you want to support the game and all that stuff, but it doesn't really leave you with more options for other games that you might want to play as far as like things in the store. Like, nah, I already spent enough. That's it. Cutting you off. Cut myself off really more than anything else. Can you do COD Mobile on PC? Yeah, but I'd have to get an emulator. And if I got an emulator, I'd have to use mouse and key. And if I use mouse and key, that means I'm playing against other people that are also using mouse and key. And the amount of people using mouse and key with an emulator on mobile is not that much. Which means that if I decided to play, I would only be playing against bots. I wouldn't get any real players. And if I decided to play ranked, I probably wouldn't even find any matches because the player pool's not that big for emulators with mouse and key on mobile. And I would have to play, and if I did get a match, I would be playing against other players that are experienced with mouse and keyboard, and I'm not. So, yeah, that's a no. I do use a controller for God. It's just like, no, I just no. It's not even that, yeah, I could use a controller. I could, but it's just like the whole process of emulating it. I don't want to do that. That's like a lot of work. And even if it isn't, it's just more work than what I'm willing to put into a game that, I don't know, man, I'm not even playing right now, so. And on top of that, I think having an emulator on your computer, man, like there's other games that look at emulators like cheating. You put an emulator on your computer, and let's say you want to play another game, and that game sees that you're running an emulator, even if the emulator is not being used for that game, that could be like terms of service type shit, but I just don't even want to. Yeah, exactly. It'll cause your account to be banned. Some games will not tolerate that even being on your PC. So... too risky if you're not using a brand new account. Yeah, because if I fuck around and can't sign into that account, and the account that I'm using is an old Apple ID account, I still know the password, but And the email that I'm using actually belongs to my dad. I basically took over that Apple ID when I joined the military, and he made a new Apple ID because they get a new phone plan. So I kept that one, and I've been using it ever since. So if anything happens with that email, I'd have to get in contact with my dad. And like, if I decide to do anything with that email, I'd have to get in contact with my dad. And it's just like a whole bunch of shit I gotta fucking go through just to... The juice is not worth the squeeze. Really. Because I've thought about it and gone over all the different ways that, you know, but once Monster Hunter comes out, I can stream that easy. All I gotta do is just hook up this blue Ethernet to my console, run that Ethernet from my console to my, to the router, which is gonna be hardwired, and I'll be able to stream Monster Hunter easy, because Monster Hunter, I'll be streaming from the console. And that's a lot easier than streaming from mobile. It's not easier, it's just better. Well, better quality, I suppose. I've streamed from my console before. I used to stream a lot of Destiny back in the day from my console, and it ran just fine. So, Monster Hunter will be the same way. Should be. Because the app that I use to stream is this. I use this thing called Xbox Installer right here, and it pulls up a UI that I then mirror my game that I'm playing onto that UI. And then I just pull up Streamlabs and make it full screen, and then whatever I'm playing shows up, and it's streaming. And I've done it before. It's just okay. Let's do this. Yeah, and on top of that, COD Mobile's not run by Activision or Sledgehammer or anything like that. COD Mobile is run by Tencent Games. Is a mobile developer, and they have different. They're different than like literally everybody else. I think the same people that also made PUBG Mobile. I think. All right. PUBG Mobile's fire, but just like most games, once you get into the higher ranks of ranked, you start running into the best players in the game, and that's hard. And on top of that, you start running into cheaters. Yes, there are cheaters in mobile. Kind of fucking sad. You're cheating in mobile. You're gonna cheat, go do that shit on fucking PC. Kind of cringe for it, but alright, here we go. Offensive memes that if you laugh, you lose. Volume 13. Yo, 32, what's good, dog? Yo, by the way, I didn't go live yesterday. I know you were probably looking forward to the music streams because you had a music request. We'll be live tomorrow on Twitch. I didn't go live yesterday. I was like hella tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep, and I was dealing with my niece and stuff like that. So didn't go live yesterday, but we will be live on Twitch tomorrow. I appreciate you being here though today though. I'm actually trying not to laugh on this one. You haven't been trying this whole time? All right, here we go.
C'est là?
Ah, c'est là.
Dude, how? Like, what are the odds?
Okay, ready?
Oh. Wow, you're so good. Oh lord, that was the worst display of magicianship I've ever seen. Maybe he's just starting and practicing. I shouldn't talk too much shit.
Duck. Duck. Goose. 1, 2, 3.
Kevin, that guy's not even racing you.
Yeah, he did. He blinked.
Wait, bro. Look at this cave.
That wrist was upset about a hen. I know it.
I could just close.
I've seen this one. There's no way you're that bad. I think it's best to just clock out for the day, really.
You ain't gonna grab his shoulder. Get that shit! Get that shit! Get
I think I've seen this video.
Get that shit!
When the cop is actually from the neighborhood that he's patrolling.
Yo, what the fuck? Hey, how's it going, guys? You want to go check out what's going on over there?
No.
Yo, he almost got shit on. No way. There's no way she doesn't know, right? She donated 30 inches of her hair to make wigs for children with cancer.
I don't
Well,
have
I
friends.
mean, damn, let me actually just... Hold on. Now some poor kid has to be a... If you can't read it, it says, now some poor kid has to be a ginger on top of having cancer. I fucking can't.
I don't have friends. I got family.
So when you was in the womb, would you like connected to Bluetooth or something, and then your mom just airdropped you at the hospital?
Oh shit. Damn.
You said forever, no.
He said, fuck it, I already spilled it, let's just do it. You'll get it one day, little man.
We catch ourselves a baby hammerhead. Look at him. He's so cool.
Superstars feeling like a pop star.
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Superstars feeling like a pop star.
Out there looking like LeBron James. Oh, Lord. Wait a minute, bitch. They're both mine. Put it down. Yeah. What did you think this was?
Hey babe, I think there's a golf ball in the water. I think it says Precept.
Brittany, you're pregnant and that water is 5 feet deep. I'm not risking the future of this family for some stupid golf ball.
Never mind. It says Pro V1.
It's not gonna work this time, babe. I'm a changed man.
Well, I was just kidding. But why does it have an X behind it?
There's no way you're doing this for fun. Sure. Until he realizes how easy it is for him to kill you. Oh, dog. Oh, shit.
Kawaii.
Oi! Vou no 22. Ué. Tá no ponto, vai, só um pouquinho, pegar você aqui, vai, só um pouquinho. Isso, tu bate não,
I don't know if that was real or not. Oh, that looks so comfortable. Okay, that's...
Sam!
That's not comfortable,
Sam!
but at one point it was.
What you doing? You got a hot dog, buddy?
You got a hot dog, girl? That can't be real, is it? No way. Yeah, that's definitely real, I think.
Only deal you took was a plea. Your money, shout out my label. That's me. I want 100%.
That's what you get.
What fucking beach are these in? I dig a damn hole every time I go to the beach. I ain't ever seen one of these fucking things.
Same.
Do they bite people?
No, they...
It started biting a fish. Google that. It's in Australia. Who would have guessed it? Where there's like snakes in your fucking toilet.
My old friend, I've come to talk with
I hope there wasn't a child in that. Oh no. You gotta move.
Vision softly creeping, left its seeds while
Ronaldo down towards Lingard. Ronaldo.
Oh, I've seen this.
Manchester United win. It's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Who do you? Hi, dude, I shot a bullet. Why does this guy want beef with me?
I bet him 20 pounds he couldn't hit the target.
Tenía que ser el chavo.
Oh my goodness.
Nick, yeah, I am. That's me.
Oh my fucking.
I don't understand. Yo, dude, there's a van there. Damn. Pay attention. Holy shit. See? Get off your phone.
So I went to a off-brand wrestling event, and this what happened.
Children, stay seated. You might get the ceiling.
Stay seated. This is about to be an earthquake. He didn't even make it. The fucking.
I used to seize with
No, I don't think muscle memory kicked in. I think that she really wanted to listen to that song. Mom said no. She threw a fit and then played it and she went back to normal. Yo, I did 3 try not to laughs in a row and passed all fucking 3. And yeah, that's what should happen, Tracy. A man buys you food and instead of eating it, you start taking pictures of it. Well, you know what? I'll give it to somebody that is appreciative. Here you go, Rocket. There you go. Enjoy it. You eat nothing. You didn't want to eat it. You just wanted to take pictures of it and send it to people on the internet that also, by the way, know what food looks like. So, therefore, no food for you. No food for you. She can't take pics and then eat. Nope, she could do that, but it's the principle for me. It's just I will never understand, and I will never accept that behavior. Taking pictures of your food. Mind you, food that you didn't even make, by the way. That's what that video was. Food that you didn't even make. I can understand if you're just learning how to cook, you slave in the kitchen for 4 fucking hours, you take a picture of it, and you're like, guys, look what I did. I'm learning. Do you like it? But no, you're out in public. You didn't make that shit. You gave someone money, they gave it to you. What are you taking pictures of it for? What? Hi, guys. This is my food. I need it because I need it to continue to live and survive. Because you eat food too, right? Right? You eat food. Well, I eat food, and this is my food. Do you like it? I didn't make it, but do you like it? Because it's just food? You should like it because you eat food, right? Do you eat food? I eat food. And it's right here. Right? It's so fucking stupid. It's so I hate the act of it, period. Really. I just hate the whole act of it. To me, it's just again, you make your own food and you're just like, man, I'm super proud of this. I'm going to post a picture of it because I made it. I've never made anything for myself before. This is fantastic. Hey, guys, what do you think? I understand that. But 99.9% of the time, it is not that. It is just like, selfie of my food. I'm at Chipotle. I'm at Taco Bell. I'm at Sonic. I'm at McDonald's. Oh my God, Friday, Red Lobster Day. Like, bro, fucking spare me, man. That's just so fucking lame and cringe and just weird. And I've always thought of it like that. But hey, do what you do. I buy food to eat it, not to photograph it, because I know that no one else gives a rat's fuck about what I'm about to consume. Because why would they? Because they're normal human beings. They're not supposed to give a shit what I'm eating. Why would they? Which also begs the question, they don't give a shit. Why are you taking pictures to post it? You know, it's funny. take pictures of your food. But if I take pictures of my shit and put it online, people are going to have a problem with that. Why? It's food. It's food. That's what it is. It's literally food. You didn't say at what stages of the food I had to post pictures of. That's food right there, man. I made that, I ate that, and I shit it out. What's the difference? It's food. These lame-ass people fucking... I had pancakes this morning. Here's a picture. Shut up! Can't. Sorry. It's just stupid to me, bro. It's just... Digested food is gross. It's still food, though. It's still food, though. If you can post a picture of your average ass spaghetti that you made, I can post a picture of my turd. What is the difference? Both photographs are fucking stupid. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Both photographs are fucking dumb. But I don't know, man. One that's weird. But that's just me, though. Oh, the most cursed gun ever? The AR-15 shotgun hybrid? That sounds like a curse. That doesn't even sound fun. That don't even sound fun at all. Cringe TikToks that give me secondhand embarrassment. Second selfish. Oh. What if she was like doing something sweet, like getting a pic, then captioning it, "My sweet boyfriend took me out for lunch." Oh my god. That's also... Then you do a douche move like that. Well, you know, if that's the case, you can just be a normal girl and just enjoy your afternoon with your boyfriend who bought you dinner. But what do you have to do? You have to take a picture of it and post it on the internet so you can tell all these other bitches that your boyfriend is better than their boyfriend, because that's all that it ever is. Keeping up with the Joneses. That's why people post this shit. That's why people post shit like that. To make, and especially girls, if she really wanted a sweet moment, she could have taken a picture of her and her boyfriend at the place sitting together. Like Valentine's Day, but no, she's taking a picture of her food, and I doubt she's doing it for the reasons that you said. Really. When really she could just enjoy her time with her boyfriend, put the fucking cell phone down, and have a conversation. But nope, she's got to put it online. And if what you're saying is true, she's got to put it online so she can, I don't know, look good to all the other bitches that are online. My boyfriend does this. Does your boyfriend do this? Of course he doesn't. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Just enjoy your time with your boyfriend. You don't have to take pictures of the food. You don't have to do any of that shit. Really. 50 fucking years ago, boyfriends and girlfriends and married couples, they went to dinner, they ate, they went home. That was the end of it. And they survived. They really did. I'll never get this. I'll never understand the photographing of food. I just... Have you seen The Plot Armor of Cats by Casual Geographic? Let's see. You know, I have seen... I do know cats are actually like just borderline invincible. You can kill them. Obviously. Terminated with the 5. We got time for a chubby Electron video. As long as it's not an hour, man? Or like, as long as it's not like 45 whole ass minutes, does he have like a normal video that we can watch? Like 19, 20, maybe 25 most, max? I don't want to watch something that's a whole hour or close to a whole hour. Not right now. Not at this current moment. Can we watch something that's like, I don't know, like a normal thing? I'm down. Okay. Should we do this? Are we doing this, or what do you got, Terminated? I'm down to do that, but let's see what Terminated requests first. Because there's already a Fat Electrician video on the list that Vince put on there, but it's like, it's like an hour and like 10 minutes. And it's just like, I made the time limit 35. And now that I made it 35, I'm still getting hour-long requests. Y'all are just wanting me to split them. And I don't even like doing that. Come on, let's just get like some normal stuff. The latest Fat Files video? Let me see. Arizona Tea? Yeah, we saw that. Is that the most recent one? I mean, we haven't seen this one. We watched the one about Costco. I don't know if we've seen the one by Starbucks, but I mean, I guess good. That's up to you, man. Which one do you want to watch? The trucks one? All right, bet. Yeah, because we have one on the list already that's like an hour and some change that we have to watch, and we already watched one that was like an hour the other day. So.
Hey, no flex, zone.
Terminated. Thank you so much for the 5, and thank you for being accommodating for. And I hate this fucking song, by the way, so I'm muting this. Movie's so fucking or that music, that song is so garbage. Okay. Here we go. Government helps by destroying 700,000 working cars. Cash for clunkers. All right. Here we go.
Okay, this is becoming a pattern at this point. Every single time I find a truck that I want, it's borderline impossible to get, and after 5 seconds of research, I find out that the United States government is directly responsible. Today we're talking about the CARS Act, aka Cash for Clunkers. Okay, I'm already upset, so here's how we got here. I originally wanted a Toyota Champ. It's like this $15,000 super cheap Toyota truck that you can buy and just go do truck stuff with, okay? It's very cheap, it does what it's supposed to do, it's what I wanted. So I hopped on Google and was like, hey, when are these gonna get released in America? Because I'm gonna buy one. Oh, turns out they're not getting released in America. Why not? The same reason I can't get the Toyota Hilux, the other truck that I've wanted literally forever. And it's because in the 1960s, Germany was buying too much American poultry, so they put a tariff on American chickens, to which the American president, Lyndon B. Johnson, got upset. So he retaliated by putting a tariff on small cargo vehicles, aka small trucks. This is referred to as the chicken tax. I did a whole video on it. Okay, but the abbreviated version is, I don't get to buy the truck I want because of Lyndon B. Johnson and chickens 80 years ago. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It's fine. There's other trucks in the world. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna pick another cool truck. To me, I'll just get an older American truck that's already here. It'll be cheap. It'll be great. And right away, I knew exactly what truck I wanted. I wanted the truck that was new when I was a kid, when I was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, because that truck was new when I was a kid, so it's gonna be new to me for the rest of my life. It's just gonna feel that way regardless of how old it gets. And that truck to me is a 4th gen GMC, specifically the Chevy version, the K1500.
Delete me.
Nice trench coat.
I used to have a
Whatever.
I used to have a Sierra back in the day.
Did you want this
That
watch?
shit was
Yeah,
so
I
nice.
did,
It was
actually.
amazing.
I don't know what it is. But,
Amazing.
whatever.
If only
Thanks,
I still
love you.
had it.
Whatever.
Bro, if fucking only.
This video is brought to you by Delete Me. Super straightforward business. You give them money, they turn around. To find one in good condition. Okay, I finally track one down. It's at a car dealership. It's mint. It's got like 25,000 miles. It's perfect. It's spotless. I want it. Problem, it's like almost $30,000 for a 1998 K1500. So I call the dealership and I'm like, the fuck? Is it like a drag car? Does it have a different engine in it? What the fuck is going on with this truck? Like, no, it's completely stock K1500, 25,000 miles, perfect condition. We want a ton of money for it. And I'm like, why? And the owner of the dealership is like, well, the government crushed all of them, so you're never going to find this truck in good condition. So naturally, I did what I always do. I went home, started looking into it, went down the rabbit hole. Here's what happened. It all started in 2008 when the American housing market crashed. How did the housing market crash? Well, in the years leading up to this, the American government decided, hey, owning a home is part of the American dream. More people should own homes. You know what we should do? We should go put a bunch of pressure on US banks to give loans to people that they know can't afford homes and just do it anyways. This is called a subprime mortgage, and the banks were giving out a ton of them for the years leading up to 2008. 2008 rolls around, all the people that bought houses they couldn't afford get foreclosed on, ruins the entire housing market, the entire US economy crashes. And when the economy crashes, people don't have a lot of extra money, and when people don't have a lot of extra money, guess what they're not doing? Buying brand new cars. But it's okay, we live in a capitalist society, and what happens when supply remains the same and demand goes down? The prices also go down. The market will regulate and fix itself, right? No, because the government's gonna step in and they're gonna help.
I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
So the United States government, in its infinite wisdom, comes out with the CARS Act, aka Cash for Clunkers, and they're gonna try to prop up the automotive industry as a way to stimulate the economy. And then, as a little side quest, they're also gonna try to save the environment at the same time. So the government allocates $3 billion towards this program, and that $3 billion is going to be spent overpaying for people's used cars. So how this works is anybody that's going to buy a new car, like a Prius or a Camry or a Civic, can trade in their old car, and the government is going to be willing to subsidize paying you between $3,500 and $4,500, even if that's way more than your car is actually worth. The only stipulations are the car has to be running, it has to be a good, reliable vehicle, it has to get 18 miles to the gallon or less, and it has to be registered to you for at least a year. So basically, the government is only interested in buying perfectly good used cars in running condition. And $3 billion divided by somewhere between $3,500 and $4,500 per car ends up being about 700,000 cars that the United States government gets their hands on, which raises the question, what is the United States government gonna do with 700,000 perfectly good running cars?
Blow it the f*** up!
Okay, I mean, I'm not very bright, I'm just spitballing, but here's what I would do. I would maybe auction off the 700,000 cars so that 700,000 Americans could get a good deal on a running, reliable vehicle so they can make it to work and participate in the economy.
What? Come here, give me a hug. Give me a hug all day. Come give me a hug first. Why'd you even come in here?
Help prop up the economy that the US government just crashed, but we got to remember the big picture here, right? Because the US government also is trying to save the environment, and these 700,000 cars get less than 18 miles per gallon, so there's only one thing we can do. We got to fucking destroy them. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. The second your car gets traded into a dealership, that dealership is legally required to drain all the oil out of the engine, pour a specialty chemical inside of it, put it in park, and have a mechanic hold the gas pedal down until that specialty chemical turns into glass in the engine and blows up the entire thing, and then they're gonna crush it and turn it into garbage. You know, as one last fuck you to the environment right before we save it.
I was literally gonna mention that.
Want to break into cybersecurity but don't have experience? The Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses real-world scenarios.
Okay, I'm just gonna level with you. I'm like in awe at this point at how horrible this idea was. There's so many layers of stupidity compounded within itself. I don't even know how to continue the video. The government is like King Midas, but instead of everything they touch turning to gold, it just turns to shit. So I guess we'll just make sure that we're all on the same page at this point, okay? In 2008, the United States government is responsible for crashing the US economy, and in 2009, in order to fix it, they said, hey, you know what we should do? Let's take $3 billion that we've extracted from the people whose lives are already suffering. We're gonna take that $3 billion and we're gonna use it to have a fucking used car genocide where we destroy 700,000 perfectly operational vehicles. And you're never gonna guess which vehicle cracked the top 10 for the most crushed by the US government. That's right, the Chevy K1500.
What did this even accomplish? What did this even do? What? First off, what was it supposed to accomplish? What was it supposed to do? And what the fuck was the point? Right? This almost reminds me of like when we were in COVID and all those stupid brain dead celebrities got on the internet and sung a song together. How is that helping? It's not. You're just an idiot. I think, for the most part, you're just a buffoon. You just...
You know what? Actually, it's fine. I'm sure this was well worth it, and I'm sure that we saved the environment. Let's just go ahead and check the stats. According to the University of Michigan, the average miles per gallon of the average American vehicle went up a total of 0.7 miles per gallon. Okay, that's not a lot.
Right.
How much did it actually save the environment, right? I mean, that's what actually matters. How much CO2 did we prevent from going into the atmosphere, right? Okay. The CARS program prevented 4.4 million metric tons of CO2 from entering the atmosphere. That's a big fucking number. That's probably a good thing, right?
It's not. It's not, because 4.4 million metric tons, when you're talking about the entirety of the Earth's atmosphere, that is not even a drop inside of the drop that's inside the bucket. So it looks big. It's not. You did nothing. Like I suspected, like I originally theorized in my head, like, I don't know, 5 minutes ago into the video. It did. As soon as he said something about saving the environment, I already knew this idea was stupid. I already knew it wasn't going to work. I already knew it was going to be a gigantic, colossal failure, and it was going to come at the expense of the taxpayer. Hooray for being American.
That accounts for approximately 0.4% of US emissions. You know what? Okay.
Fucking stupid. Yeah, it's so dumb. All you can do is laugh and try not to get mad.
Look, I'm not a super intelligent guy. I'm wearing a camouflage hat and a tank top, and I live in a cornfield, okay? But hear me out. I feel like every vehicle manufactured has what I'm going to describe as a fossil fuel overhead, okay? Because the manufacturing plant where the car is made, it's got to have power. You get that by burning coal and other fossil fuels, right? So some of it goes there. Then all the workers have to drive their cars to the manufacturing plant to be able to build it, and their cars burn fossil fuels. And then if the manufacturing plant is, I don't know, in Japan, where they manufacture the Prius, the Civic, and the Camry,
they have even less regulations that prevent CO2 and all of these chemicals and gases into the atmosphere. They are actually one of the world's biggest offenders. Yet, for some reason, everyone's always looking at us about climate change. They're always looking at us about, like, America, and it's your fault, and this and that, and even people in our own fucking country are like, oh yeah, America that, climate change, when it's on the opposite side of the world, that those motherfuckers are the biggest offenders when it comes to this shit, somehow, some way. Wait, man.
Which were the most sold cars under the Cash for Clunkers program, you gotta ship the car across the fucking ocean using
on a plane
fossil fuels to get it here, okay? Maybe destroying all those cars prematurely before you squeezed all the life out of them wasn't worth the 0.4% you saved on emissions overall.
Yeah, it's almost like the people that buy electric cars because they want to help the environment, but they also buy a generator that they keep in their car to charge their car if there's no battery stations close by. And do you know what these generators take, guys? Go ahead and take a guess as to what these generators take to power their electric car if there's not a power station nearby. Guess. Guess what they use for this little device, this generator that produces power. Take a guess. It's stupid, isn't it? What? Tracy, take it easy. I will see you later. Have a good rest of your evening for now. I'll be on in a little bit. I gotta eat first and then go to the gas station, but let's throw this on.
Oh yeah, well at least the United States government propped up the auto industry, because without those sales they probably would have had to lay off a bunch of American auto workers. But did you not just listen to what I just said? The top 3 cars sold during the Cash for Clunkers program were the Honda Civic, the Toyota Prius, and the Toyota Camry, okay? Most of those are made over in Japan. There's a couple that are made here in America depending on the trim model. Overall, across the entire program, only 44% of the cars purchased under Cash for Clunkers were actually made in America. So essentially what you've done is take $3 billion from the American taxpayers and give it to foreign auto manufacturers. Secondly, in the months following the Cash for Clunkers program, there were way less car sales than there should have been according to the previous year's data, meaning Cash for Clunkers didn't increase the number of car sales, it just moved them from one month to another. So since there weren't actually any more cars sold during Cash for Clunkers, that means that the US is now down 700,000 cars, right? And what happens when supply lowers and demand remains the same? That's right, prices go up.
Yeah.
The price of a used car on average went up about $2,000 after Cash for Clunkers.
This is the worst.
So essentially, the United States government has taken $3 billion, given it to foreign auto manufacturers so that they can subsidize rich people buying new Priuses while poor people have to pay $2,000 more for their used car. Fucking great job.
Fantastic.
Way to go. But wait, it gets even worse, because a lot of the people that bought new cars during Cash for Clunkers shouldn't have really bought new cars. They were just overly incentivized to do it because the government was subsidizing it, right? Where the fuck are my notes?
You know, whenever the government comes in and says, "Hey, we're here to help," are we allowed to say no? Has anyone even ever posed that question before? The government steps in, and you didn't even ask them to. The government steps in, says, "We're here to help." Can't you just say as a collective, "No thanks," and they just piss off back to Washington, right? Or is that not an option? Is that just rhetorical? Hey, we're here to help, whether you fucking like it or not, right? Can we say no? Because, right? You know, I don't know.
According to CNW research, buyers that bought during Cash for Clunkers experienced 2 times the normal repossession rate and 5 times the amount of buyer's remorse.
It's like a big fat angry slob spending money it doesn't have on crap it doesn't need. Me want more pointless social programs. Yummy, yummy, yum.
Okay, I'm calm. Just so we're all on the same page. In the years leading up to the housing market crash, the United States...
I mean, technically, you could say no to this. Because you could say no to this. It's just, here's the thing. The government didn't actually say what they were going to do with the cars before they sold it, or before they bought these cars, right? So they just tell the people some bullshit, the people buy it, and then the people are the ones that suffer the most after the fact. So yeah, you could say no to this by just not selling these motherfuckers your car. right? And as a collective, that is your way of saying no, right? This was their plan. They didn't hold a gun to your head and say, hey, sell me your car. They just asked for people who wanted to sell their car, and they lied to these people and or just gave them a bullshit excuse or reasoning as to what's going to happen once they take all these cars, right? So they didn't really divulge what they were going to do with the cars before they bought the cars, right? That lies the problem. That's how you get swindled. That's how you get bamboozled. You didn't read the fine print because the fine print wasn't there. And not only was it not there, they didn't even tell you about it. A lot of companies, they don't tell you about the fine print because the fine print is written and it's up to you to read it. I don't even think there was any fine print here. Nor did they say anything. Because had they led with this information, like, hey, we're going to buy your car, we're going to crash the fucking value of it, and when the dust settles, you're going to have to pay more money for vehicles. That's your new reality. Had they led with that, people would have said, fuck you, I'm not selling you anything. But that's how the government gets away with anything. Is they either don't tell you the whole truth or they flat out lie to you. So that's why you never accept help from these motherfuckers unless it is absolutely paramount, like a hurricane or a wildfire or a natural disaster. You don't accept help from these motherfuckers unless you absolutely have no other option. Because I've always felt like it's a deal with the devil, really.
Government put pressure on banks to sell homes to people that couldn't afford homes. And in 2008, they all got foreclosed on, AKA they got repossessed, and then it crashed the entire economy. And like 6 months later, the United States government's like, brain blast, I know how to fix this, guys. We're gonna go to car dealerships and we're gonna put pressure on them. We're gonna incentivize them. We're gonna subsidize it, whatever words you wanna use. We're gonna convince people that can't afford new cars to buy new cars, and then they're all gonna get repossessed, okay? It's brilliant. I've taken a math class. Two of the same thing cancel each other out. It's gonna get us out of this mess. So in
And I'm pretty sure the government's done this very same tactic with credit cards.
conclusion, did Cash for Clunkers save the environment? No, not really. It barely made a noticeable dent, and if anything, it probably hurt it more by destroying all the vehicles. But it did at least save a bunch of American jobs. Granted, it saved more Japanese jobs than it did American jobs. But hey, life is all about the silver linings, right? We did, at a minimum, get to keep the poor people in check because we got to take their money in taxes and then use those taxes to force them to pay $2,000 more for a used car, which back in 2009 was closer to like $3,500, but you know, whatever. Anyways, I'm gonna go keep looking for a truck. Thanks for watching. Best way to support the channel is go buy some merch over at thefatelectrician.com. Quack bang out. I legitimately can't even tell anymore if politicians are stupid or evil. It's probably both.
I can't tell either, and I was thinking that very same thing, man. And I've said it before. I feel like there's some truth to it too. Brain damage trickles upwards. It does. It does. And I saw it in the military. Saw it in the military. You see a whole bunch of high-ranking people making some of the dumbest decisions. You see high-ranking people in the military doing the dumbest things, man. The dumbest shit, saying the dumbest shit, behaving the absolute fucking stupidest. And they hide behind their rank. Man, you can't talk to me like that. You can't call me stupid. There's no way I could quite possibly be wrong because look at my rank. How can I be wrong? I'm telling you, dude. And it's no different with politicians, man. They think they're kings, gods, like they can't be touched. And on top of that, they're part of the 1%. So, yeah, they think that every idea that comes into their head is fucking gold because of who they are, where they sit, and their status. And I saw it a lot in the fucking military, man. Sergeant first classes, lieutenants, second lieutenants, first lieutenants, like captains, just like brain damage trickles upwards. I noticed in the military, man, that the higher rank the person was, the more likely they were going to do stupid shit. And not stupid shit isn't like robbing a bank or committing a crime, but just stupid, unnecessary, lacks logic, lacks brain cells, lacks any kind of responsibility or accountability or anything, and they just do that. And it's just like, how are you this rank? How are you this rank? Because they all kiss each other's asses and suck each other off and tell each other that they're awesome all the time. You're so smart. You're so great. We're officers. We can do no wrong. We can say no stupid shit because we're officers. No, that couldn't be further from the fucking truth, man. It couldn't be further from the truth. And one thing I noticed, bro, is that the higher rank they were, the more likely they were to do stupid shit. Really. The more likely they were to do ass backwards shit. The more likely they were to tell you to do something that makes completely 100% no fucking sense. Like, you remember that story I told you about when I was in the military and I had to mop the concrete? Yeah, concrete with a mop and a bucket and water and soap. Concrete. Yes. You know who told me to do that? A first sergeant. And do you want to know why the first sergeant did that? Because the battalion commander was going to come to our motor pool and inspect our motor pool. So in his mind, he's sitting here thinking, well, damn, I got to make sure it's spotless. So what do? Do I rearrange the trucks and put them in nice order and do the layouts and make sure that everything's good? Or do I clean the bay area and make sure that there's no oil stains in the bay area, because that actually is like a floor that you want to keep clean? Do you make sure that all your connexes and all your shit is in order and make sure that everything is supposed to go? Do you make sure that the paperwork for all these vehicles is good and that they're PMCS and properly maintained and checked and have all the BII? Do you do that? Sure, yeah, if you were a first sergeant, worth the fuck, but not this first sergeant. This first sergeant had the bright idea that because the battalion commander was coming, not only did we have to do all that shit, which was obviously standard, we had to mop the concrete. Did the battalion commander even notice that we mopped the concrete? No. Did he ask if we mopped the concrete? No. And guess what? He didn't even say anything about the concrete at all, because it's concrete. When in the history of time has that ever been made to be clean at all, ever? It's concrete. It's on the ground. People drive on it. They walk on it. They spit on it. And some people even shit on it. It's concrete. And I had to mop concrete by direct orders from a first sergeant in the military. You see what I'm talking about? Just because you're high rank, just because you sit in politics, just because you're up there, it doesn't mean you're intelligent. And it sure damn well doesn't mean you have common sense either. And so, yeah, I just believe that the higher up you go, the dumber you get, the dumber it becomes. And that is the case with everything that has to do with the dog and pony show. Because when you're doing the dog and pony show, it's not about actual results. It's about the show. It's about the dogs and the ponies. It's not about actually making anything happen. It's not about actually making progress. Just a dog and pony show. That's it. And the ones who suck the most dick excel the most. So I didn't excel at all. It's like a little secret club, man, to where like fuck, dude. It's awful. Yeah. Fucking don't ever accept help from the government, man, because you don't really have to. You're not forced to. Don't accept shit. But then again, at the same time, and you know it's crazy, the people that accepted this help from the government ended up inadvertently fucking over all the people that didn't fall into this little trap with selling their vehicle to the government only for them to make the prices of cars more expensive in the future. Think about all the people that said, fuck that, I'm not doing that. I don't really trust you to really do anything. And now they're still having to pay the price as well if they want a new car, because the people that fell in and got into bed with the government for this little extravagant idea, which was a complete failure in every sense of the word. Every facet of this was a complete failure. So, yeah. It's just... We did that in the rain in 18-degree weather for 8 hours because mud was on the sidewalk. See what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about, man? Like, I'm telling you. This is like, and I noticed it too. It's just like, every single high-ranking person I would encounter, it was just like, bro, are you dumb? Like, how are you here? I know why you're here. Because you go to OCS, man, and they tell you that your shit doesn't stink, and they treat you like you're fucking special, and blah, 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 officers and all that shit, and you'll suck each other's ass for fucking 10 goddamn weeks. You have no fucking training. You have no fucking experience. You've never deployed. You went to college for 4 years and then did 10 weeks of a glorified JROTC. And you think you know shit. And they'll walk around like that too, thinking they're the shit, thinking they know everything, thinking that they're like the keeper of all knowledge and everything military. And it's just like, you're so worthless. It's not even funny, sir. You're so worthless. It's not even funny. It's actually kind of crazy. I have 1,000,001 different ideas on how we can make this one thing right here go faster. But we're having to do it your way, and it's taking infinitely longer. The fact that your fucking brain hasn't gone to the same place that my brain went to 2 whole ass hours ago because I actually know how to fix this problem, and you haven't actually reached that conclusion yet, you're dog shit. You're trash. How the fuck are you high ranking? I should be the officer. And you should be the fucking private, because that's what it feels like. Same thing in politics, man. Same thing in politics. It's like that, or like they're just completely tone deaf to what reality fucking is, because the 1% live in a bubble. Man, they live in a bubble. They do. They don't live like the rest of us. They don't sit with the rest of us. They don't drive with the rest of us. They don't walk with the rest of us. None of that shit. So they do all these things because they see the world for something that it actually isn't, because they don't live in the same world reality that we do. So they have these fantastical ideas that works for their stupid made up fucking reality that only has about 1% of people in it. And they try to push this brain dead moronic idea onto the general population without any kind of like due diligence or like projections or like research as to how this will impact people in the future. Like nothing, man, nothing. And you would think like that the people in government and the people in power would have that kind of foresight, or at the very least have the ability to do the research to gain said foresight by, I don't know, doing math. Hey, if we do this, it'll affect that. And if it affects that in this percentage or with this amount, then this is going to happen. And if that happens, it triggers that. And if that happens, it triggers this. And if that happens, then we're in a fucking recession. And you would think that you would go through all this shit before you actually put forth a plan or any kind of help or do any kind of action, but you don't, bro. You just wake up that day and you just run with the first dumb bullshit that came to your fucking head. And when it doesn't work, you just throw your hands up and you're just like, oh well, sucks for you motherfuckers. I'm still a millionaire. Sucks for the rest of you 99% fucking peasants. It's just like, all right, bet, cool. Which is why I do not cry when no politician dies. I do not shed a tear when one of y'all passes away. I don't even care if y'all get assassinated, bro, really, because at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't care. It's probably what you actually deserve, really, to be all honest, but I just don't care. I don't care because you rarely ever do right by us. You rarely ever do right by us, so if something happens to you, good fucking riddance, fuck you, get out, don't care. Won't shed a tear, won't lose sleep, nothing. Nothing. Really. Fucking nothing. Okay, alright, dudes, guys, gals, I'm out. Have a fantastic rest of y'all's Thursday. We will be live tomorrow on Twitch. Tomorrow will be music. Saturday we'll be live on YouTube. No stream on Sunday. Alright, Sunday I'll be doing a lot of editing, a lot of uploading, so you'll probably see a lot of videos go up on YouTube. You'll see a lot of streams go up on Rumble, and shit like that. Alright, so Terminated, thank you for the donation earlier. Thank you for the request. I appreciate it. All of you, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chilling with me. If you're here at the beginning and you're still here, I love you for it. I'm about to go get me some food at the gas station, and then I might do a little bit of gaming again. If y'all wanna watch some gaming streams, just I might be doing that. Just let me know. And if you don't want to, it's all good. But I'm there just chilling, really. We'll see, though. Have a good rest of y'all's day, though. And if I don't see you tomorrow or this weekend, have a good rest of y'all's weekend. Be safe. Have a good time. And that's gonna be it. If y'all need anything, y'all can hit me up on Discord at or DM me. That's literally